Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 10,000 points. Apocalypse, Astra Militarum and Space Marine allies versus the forces of chaos. Alright, so welcome to another episode of Apocalypse. It's 10,000 points and it's Astra Militarum. James has needed to call upon the help of the Space Marines, so he does have some Ultramarine forces with him as well, and they will take on chaos here in this Apocalypse battle. So before we run through the lists here for both sides, we'll call out the patrons at gold level. We get names shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also a Patrank dice to use at some critical point during the game. So they are Andrew Swan, Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, LongbowBB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Drew Gums, Maxwell Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Penaneri, Scott Costello, the artists formerly known as Vij, Serg, Tyler Schwab and Tyler Summers. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. And at the end of the game, I'll call out those supporting at silver level, and you can check out the end credits of this video and I'll give you the names of all those supporting the different levels for Patreon. Alright, so James's list. He has amassed a large tank force here, but just with the size of the game, it gradually increased in size to 10k. He has called upon the help of some Ultramarine vehicles as well, but a big tank force here, some flyer support, and James does have one of his Titans as well. We'll let James run through what he has in his list.
Right, this is the 10,000 points of the combined forces of the Ultramarines and the 18th Cadian Army Group, as well as Adeptus Titanicus support. So, we have 30 command points, as we agreed off camera for both sides, so there's quite a lot of command points we'll be using. So, starting off with the Warlord, he is anonymous, so we don't know who his name is. But he has been equipped with a plasma pistol and a close combat weapon, and he has the Warlord trait, superior tactical training. So on a 4+, after I've issued a successful order, you can issue another order to a person or unit. And furthermore, he has the Relic of Lost Cadia as well, because boy, we're gonna need it today. So that's the commander there. The Chimera has a transport capacity of 12, so just to clarify that. So all the members here present on the field, they are seasoned members. So those that are lower tier, they are in reserve. They are there, abiding their time. So these are veterans that have been sent in support of the Spearhead attack today. So we have Patron Raycross, who's in command of this squad, and George Whitehall has the melter gun here. So each of the veteran squads is equipped with 3 melters, las guns, a voxcaster, and Sergeant is equipped with chainsaws and las pistols. Yes, I had to say it just to clarify. So we have a second squad. This is Maxfield Knuckles' kill team. So we have Solomon Pincus, we have Paul Kersey, and then we have Chris Scott Bentley, and then we have The Rage, and then we have Darwood Harshy, and then we have Julius Bob, and then we have Sammy Grivanko, and then we have Phineas Crabtree, and then we have Gunthor Crumb, and Shotgun Bill. He's annoyed that he hasn't got his shotgun, but he will get it at some point. I keep saying that over and over again, but he is a patient guardsman nonetheless. So this is Maxfield Knuckles' kill team, and then in support is a second in command, Donald Hammer. He will count as a company commander. He's equipped with a las pistol and chainsword.
It's only on this channel, in a 10,000 points apocalypse, we have individual names for guardsmen.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure thing. That's the reward that patrons will get. So over here we have another veteran squad over here. This is led by Cadian Sergeant Steele, also known as Shay Strait. Then we have another patron. We have Patrick Darling, and then
For Meltergun.
For Meltergun, yeah. And we have Drew Gomez, and then we have Anthony Leach as well. So, and then we have the Lord Commissar, that is Charles Cramford, who's keeping the discipline up for the veterans today. We have 3 Chimeras, all WYSIWYG. Dozer Blade literally paid the points for. Thought why not? So +1 to hit on the charge, so effective. Whole mounted heavy flamer and Chimeras, as you can see there. Marshal Cummings is in command of the Sentinels squadron here. They are individual Sentinels. Actually no, I'm going to put them as a squadron because for the purposes of stratagem, it'll be quite handy there. So Marshal Cummings is in command of this one here because this is his favourite unit. And then we have the Macarius Vanquisher, the twin Vanquisher cannon there, equipped with the twin Vanquisher cannon and sponce and heavy bolters and a whole mounted twin heavy stubber. And then we have an anonymous Baneblade, equipped with the Baneblade cannon, sponce and las cannons and heavy bolters, 3 of which, and then we've got a whole mounted Demolisher cannon as well. Just to clarify about Demolisher cannons, for Astra Militarum is the old rules for Demolisher cannons, whereas Space Marines will get their new rules for Demolisher cannons.
Oh yes,
Just to clarify that, because it hasn't been confirmed yet until the new codex comes out. We have the Command Baneblade. I had to max it up, so it's 600 points roughly. So it's equipped with quadruple las cannons, 30 heavy bolter shots, and a Baneblade cannon, and an aerial for communication purposes, and a sword.
A sword.
A sword. Charge! And then we have...
Stupid.
And... oh, what does he say in that video? Point me closer, I want to hit them with my sword. So that's him. So be aware of him, he's going to win the glory today. The Emperor is with me, and the Emperor is with me today. Right, next up we have a Shadow Sword equipped with a Volcano Cannon. Yes, of course, it's a lower class Volcano Cannon, that thing over there. So we have Winston Adkins, who's in command of this Baneblade here. And we have Maxfield Knuckles, that's in command of the Volcano Cannon Shadow Sword there, equipped with sponce and las cannons. So then over here we have the artillery support. We have 3 Earthshaker cannons today, and then we have the tanks themselves that make up the spearhead. We have an anonymous tank commander equipped with a battle cannon and a Gura array, which means he gets to re-roll 1 failed hit roll or wound roll, and it is equipped also, not the wound roll, just for hit roll purposes, just a hunter killer missile there as well. And then we have Lee and Russ Demolishers. I won't go through them, it's all WYSIWYG as you can see, just to speed up the time, because it is Apocalypse after all. We have James Ashfield, heroic Lehman Russ tank commander that he is, he's staying in that Lehman Russ tank there. And then we have Tyler Griselli, who's in command of that Lehman Russ as well. So all the Lean Russes and Lean Rust Demolishers are WYSIWYG as you can see. The patrons we have is James Ashfield is in command of this Lean Russ. He did heroic deeds in the last battle report that we did. And then we have Tyler Griselli, who's in command of that Demolisher cannon over there, that Lean Russ. And then we have, for over here, we have Adam Holmes is in command of that Lean Russ Demolisher there. And we have a Manticore, we have a tank destroyer, a Syges tank destroyer. And then we have the Warhound Titan. It is equipped with an Inferno gun, and it is equipped with a twin laser destroyer, which is quite handy there. And we have the banners, of course, for morale purposes. The Sacred Banner. The Warp Runners, Adeptus Titanicus Legion there. I think it has 50 wounds, 2 void shields, toughness of 8, maybe 9. It is toughness 8. Yes, he knows his Titan, so I'm trusting him. So
who's in charge?
Yes, a faithful patron, of course, is Winston Adkins. He is the general of the army group, and that is his reward. He unlocks 2 factions, so he will be equipped with the Titan today. He is the Precepts, commanding the Moderati, piloting the Titan today.
Right, so that's the Titan, and then the Astra Militarum. There's a Tech Priest Engine Seer in the list as well.
And then go inside a Baneblade, but Games Workshop need to catch up on that because the doors are locked in the Baneblades.
James now has a Space Marine detachment to help as well.
I do. Right, so this is the Space Marine detachment that has been sent to support the front spearhead of the Astra Militarum. We have 3 Predator Annihilators, all equipped with las cannons, hunter killer missiles, and storm bolters. We are using the new rules for Predator Annihilators, so twin las cannons are now for each hit is d6 plus 2.
Plus 2, yes.
So okay. Not the sponson ones, those just the standard.
That's correct, yep.
Hunter killer missile as well, and the new rules for Vindicators. So I paid the extra 10 points for Siege Shields, which gives them a 2+ armor save instead of the 3+. And the Vindicator cannon now is range 24, strength 10, AP -4, D3 plus 3 shots, and it's D6 damage. So very, very good indeed. Thomas Moore is in command of that Vindicator there. We have the original Forge World before that was released. This is the old Forge World Vindicator.
Was it?
Yes.
Right.
So those there's resin cast and the front mantlet as well. So that's a relic of the past there. So it's back in the early 2000s. So that's the Vindicator there. And then we have air support from the Ultramarines, as well as close combat power as well. Not as compared to what's over there. But anyway, nonetheless, little walkers can do significant damage if they get the chance to. So we have Marcus Fraze, who's in command of this Storm Raven. This Storm Raven is equipped with twin las cannon and twin multi-melters. And then Darren Gardner is his favourite type of unit, is the Dreadnought. He's equipped with a twin las cannon and the underslung storm bolter and a Dreadnought close combat weapon there. And yes, the twin las cannon, it is D6 plus 2 damage as well.
All right, yes, okay.
That's quite handy there. And then we have another Storm Raven commanded by Dean Lighton. He's equipped with twin plasma cannons, hurricane bolters, and hull-mounted missile launcher, and the Storm Eagle rockets. And then we have another Dreadnought inside there, equipped with a multi-melter and underslung storm bolter and close combat weapon. And then the Aeronautica Imperialis air support, Chris Comiskey. He loves his air war and his air support, so he's in command of the Vendetta today. Right, so this here is 10,000 points. Now, the beauty of this Apocalypse game is that I get to do 2 chants.
Oh, right, because you've got both armies.
2! I am one with the Emperor, and the Emperor is with me. I am one with the Emperor, and the Emperor is with me. I'm one with the Emperor, and the Emperor is with me. I'm one with the Emperor, and the Emperor is with me. I'm one with the Emperor, and the Emperor is with me today! Cadius stands, courage and honour, we march for the crank, and we shall know no fear. Ha! Glory!
Alright, so that's James's list here. Just with the size of the stuff that you're going to see in just a moment and the scale of the battle, James has taken Ultramarines here just to boost up the points level. Good to see Astra Militarum and Space Marines working together, both from James's collection, so good to see them fighting alongside here. What we've done for this Apocalypse battle is major on vehicles. So one of the tips, if you're going to run your own Apocalypse games, to save time and just for the flow of the game, not to get bogged down too much on the smaller stuff such as infantry. So there's some here, similar to the previous Apocalypse that we did, but making the most of the larger units, such as Baneblades, other Titanic type units, to focus in on those, because it's a chance with Apocalypse to run the larger models and to really celebrate the larger scale stuff that is available. So that's what we're doing in this game. So it's a major tank battle, this one, as the forces of the Imperium take on the forces of Chaos. Right, so that's James's lists here. To join the Guard, or indeed join the Ultramarines and to feature in all the battle reports here on this channel and over on James's channel, then head over there and check out the links for his Patreon and YouTube channel membership. That's the forces of the Imperium. Whilst we've been running through the list here, I'm sure you've seen the feat of something gigantic in the distance. We'll take a look now and see what the forces of Chaos have in their list. Alright, so 10,000 points of Chaos. We haven't done Chaos Apocalypse for years on the channel, which is a shame, but they are back with a bang here in a mighty way at 10,000 points. And as you can see, there is a Chaos Warlord Titan present here, along with a load of other stuff from Forge World. A big celebration of Forge World models here. It is LongbowBB's collection. He is a Phoenix Lord on YouTube channel membership and also one of the gold level Patreon supporters, so a big supporter of the channel. And an opportunity has come up here to participate in an Apocalypse battle. All 10,000 points. The whole force that you see here is from LongbowBB's collection. So as we've said already, this is a chance to, we've got a scenario that fits the list that you see here, but it's a chance just to really focus in on these fantastic models from Forge World. So it's quite a collection. We'll let Longbow run through what he has in his list.
So this is 10,000 points of World Eaters Chaos. And to start with, we've got the Brass Scorpion, also known as the Angry Banana. And it's pretty well equipped. Demolisher Cannon, Scorpion Cannon, twin Strength 8 Flamers, and very tasty in close combat as well. Moving on, we've got the Mauler Fiend with Lasher Tendrils. Then we've got just a standard Rhino, just to make up some points. We'll come back to the big chap. We've got a Knight Desecrator, Dreadclaw Drop Pod, which is going to drop off some Berserkers, standard Land Raider, and an Obliterator. Then we've got one of the big siege tanks, a Mastodon, which has a siege melter array, 2 heavy flamers, 2 las cannons, and a Sky Reaper battery, so we can try and handle some of that, those aircraft units that James has brought. Then we've got some Red Butcher Turbinators. Then we have the Falcon with 2 quad las cannons and a twin-linked Falcon Volcano Cannon.
So Jason's going to call out some stats from this thing, just to give you an idea of what it has, what it can do.
So las cannons are las cannons, I think we pretty much know what they can do. But the twin Falcon Volcano Cannon, 2d3 shots at strength 14, -5 and 6 damage apiece. If I shoot at a unit that has the Titanic keyword, I get to re-roll the wound.
It's a Baneblade killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. James has Baneblades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the party.
Okay. Range. What's the range on that weapon?
The range is 120
Whoa,
inches.
right. So it can sit at the back quite happily.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then moving on, we have a Chaos Warhound Titan with the Plasma Blast Gun and the Vulcan Mega Bolter.
So There's some units here that are debuting on the channel, ones we're not familiar with, so we'll get Longbow to run through what this is, what it can do, the Mastodon.
So this is the Chaos Mastodon. Has a lovely toughness 9 with 30 wounds and a 2-up base save. It also has 2 void shields. You can see those crackling on the top.
So void shields, you can see them just modelled on top here. Fascinating.
And just behind that we've got the Sky Reaper battery, which it's strength 7 minus 2 damage. But if I'm shooting at anything with the aircraft keyword, I can add 1 to that attack roll, and each time an attack with this weapon damages a model with the aircraft keyword, that goes up to damage 4.
Alright, okay, nice bit of anti-tank. Okay.
And the last thing on the front there is the Siege Melter Array, which is a heavy 6 multi-melter effectively. Standard within half range, d6 plus 2 damage. Other than that, it's strength 8 minus 4.
Okay. Right, I don't think we've ever seen one of these on the channel.
Okay.
So, Dreadclaw, is it called?
Dreadclaw drop pod, yeah. So that can basically come in with a drop pod assault, which is a turn 1 drop. And it's not just then a useless piece of scenery, it can actually start moving around and engaging in close combat. It used to have the rule where you had thermal jets which would cause mortal wounds, but I think that's been removed now, looking at the army, the compendium book. So, but it's still a handy thing to drop some berserkers in without them being harassed, so they can do what they love most.
Chopping. Okay. So we're almost there. I just want to ask a few questions about this. Speed, how fast does it go? 12? Or?
12.
Goes
and
12.
When it charges, it can charge, you can use 3d6, and it ignores any
modifiers.
Yeah.
So it's swift across the board, okay. So close combat ability, what can these claws at the front do?
So it's got a base of 6 attacks. If I choose the Crush, it's then times 2 strengths at strength 16, minus 4, 6 damage apiece. If I choose Sweep, it then triples its attacks to 18 attacks, strength 8, minus 2, 2 damage.
Nice, right, okay. Pretty good. Alright, so that's everything except the Warlord Titan. It is a debut for this thing on the channel. I've got to step back here just to get it into the camera. Huge monster of a model here from Forge World. It takes up over half of the army, 5,500 points of this thing. And I think we'll...
Bring it on! Bring it on!
James is ready. We'll let Longbow run through the stat line on this brute beast of a model.
So the Chaos Warlord Titan starts with just 120 wounds, toughness 9, 2-up save, and has 8 void shields, which gives you, they have 3 hit points per shield. That gives you a 5-up invuln save. They're no good in close combat. I'd love to see something get in close combat. We've kitted our one out, the Eternal Fury, with, it has the Atriarch Power Claw, which has got a Vulcan Megabolter effectively strapped to the outside, just because it doesn't have enough decker. With the Power Claw, if you get into close combat, you're looking...
Yeah, that's here.
Yeah, that's like that. You're looking at strength 18 hits, minus 5, 18 damage per hit. And if you attack a vehicle or monster and it dies, you can select an enemy unit within 9 inches on a d6 roll of 4-up. They then take d6 mortal wounds as it gets yeeted towards it.
Shot put the vehicle. Shot put the monster.
We've got the Quake Cannon, which is basically a city leveler. So that's only a mere 280 inch range, heavy 3d6, strength 14, minus 5 and 6 damage per shot. It's blast weapon and you do not need to have a line of sight.
What?
So it can kind of just...
Mortar stuff.
Literally mortar the shells in, yeah. And it also, interestingly, doesn't have a minimum distance, so you can blast it at your feet if you wish.
Yep.
It's got 2 laser blasters on the shoulders. They're both heavy 3d3, strength 16, minus 4, d6 plus 3 damage, and their blast as well. And then, just because why not put 2 more guns, it has 2 Ardex defense maulers, which are like a up close, slightly stronger heavy bolter.
Where are they?
They are just under here. That's why I want that.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, just tucked in here.
And then,
Void shields, 8 of them on top, just seen them. Yeah, interesting, fascinating. Okay.
to finish it off, it has 2 Ardex defense las cannons. Well, it actually has 4 of those, and they are around the back by the platform.
Stirred.
And again, these are all Overwatch. They hit on 5 and 6s.
There's James's Titan for size comparison, just over in the, over in the corner over there.
And lastly, we did bring this along just so we had a choice weapons. This is the macro Gatling cannon. We're actually going to run with the power claw because I really like the idea of picking up tanks and throwing them at other tanks.
Yep.
But the
this is a first for James in Apocalypse. James, you've got to watch out. There is a vehicle here that can pick up your tanks and throw them across the board like 10-pin bowling balls.
So this isn't going to be a Titan just standing back. This is going to actually try and make some strides up the field.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the good news.
And what gives us stats on this, what it can do?
The macro Gatling blaster, it's 100 inches of range. It's heavy 12, strength 9, AP -4 and 4 damage a pop.
Okay. That's the stats for that. But it's going to go with the claw here in this game. Plenty of firepower. Usually with a Titan, you drop one of the shooting weapons, there's not much left, but it's so well equipped. There's so much firepower in this thing. It's nice to add the claw in for a bit of close combat flavour here for this Chaos Warlord Titan. So its model count is low. This battle really is a showcase for the larger Forge World stuff. As we've said already, 5,500 points to the Warlord Titan. 2,000, 2.5?
2,000.
2,000 points for this, and by the time you've added that together, it doesn't leave too much points left for this game. But it is 10,000 points here and a chance to run the larger models and a real celebration of what Forge World has to offer. And a big congratulations here to Longbow as well. Fantastic collection that he has, and a great opportunity here to actually use them in a game on the channel. So that's the collection here from LongbowBB. He does have his own store. If you find yourself in the Essex near Romford area, yeah, I'll put links in the video description below and in the comment section as well. So if you want to see this collection, you can head over to the LongbowBB shop. Okay, all right. So, but big thanks to Longbow for coming down here, showing us his collection and participating in this game. So, just before I go on to scenario here, I'll call out the Phoenix Lords. Here they have been allocated to units. We've put them, because James has his own patrons, we've run them all the way across the Chaos Force here. So Lucas Brown on the Scout Titan. Longbow has gone on to, I take it this is one of your favourite models here. Yeah, he's gone on to the Tank Killer here. What's it, the Falchion?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. Chef's been put onto the Choppy Terminators across here. Serg's been put onto the Mastodon. Michael Fryer onto the Land Raider. Ben Shaw onto the Chaos Knight. Amy Almo onto the Brass Scorpion. And there's one Phoenix Sword left, which is Chris Gamiski. He has been placed onto the Warlord Titan, so in charge of that here for this game. It's mighty and strong, but no doubt it will attract the attention of many an Imperial unit in this game. Fascinating encounter. Chance to see tanks take on Titans. We'll see which prevails in this epic apocalyptic battle. So that's the lists for both sides. We'll run through scenario next for this Apocalypse game. Alright, so we have a unique scenario as per usual for this Apocalypse battle. So, we're going to try something different in this game, just to experiment. It's usually when you're trying to organise Apocalypse, you have a good chat with the players and what people are comfortable doing. So the aim of the game is to have fun and to immerse yourself.
And to kill.
And to kill, yes, as well. And to celebrate the units that are participating in the game. So the scenario here, as you can see, this is a city that's been pretty much levelled here. Intense fighting has been taking place as the forces of chaos rage and war against the might of the Imperium. So in this scenario, to match in with the theme of massed Imperial tanks of all different shapes and sizes versus the variety of units, including the huge Warlord Titan available here for the forces of chaos. So what we're saying has happened here in this particular sector is with the intense fighting and much of the smaller scale stuff that's already been destroyed, Chaos forces have lost a lot of infantry, a lot of light vehicles, medium vehicles have been destroyed, and much of the Imperial infantry has been destroyed, but a gap has opened up where a well-equipped Imperial spearhead could break through the Chaos lines and make a direct assault against the Chaos Warlord Titans. That's the scenario. So that explains the lack of perhaps ground troops here for both sides, and a gap opening up for a densely packed Imperial tank assault to go after this Warlord Titan. So there will be kill points available in this game depending on the size of the unit that's destroyed, but also the incentive for both sides, with the Forces of Chaos playing aggressively to push across the table, and the same for the Imperial Spearhead, for that to try and break through the Chaos lines. So Forces of Chaos will be at this end of the board. A deep deployment zone in this game. They'll be deploying up to the line of dice across here. Then there'll be a no man's land of 48 inches. It's quite generous, but still a deep deployment zone. And then the Imperial deployment zone across here. Pretty much everything that both sides have will deploy on the tables. You'll see everything on the board all in one go here. The braver units at the front to push through, and perhaps supporting more long-range units at the halfway here or all the way at the back, depending what players want to do. But a chance to put everything onto the table. Both sides will need to be aggressive in this game. Progress will be required from them across the board, pushing deeper into enemy territory. But both sides are going to play aggressive, so you may well see units just bypassing each other here, trying to make progress across the board. So to reflect that, what we're calling here is Milestone Objectives. We've marked them out here. Every 24 inches across the board is one here, one here, one in the middle of the board, one across here, and one across here. So this scenario is not so much about anchoring particular objectives across the board, but instead it's about making progress up the table. So deployment zone for the Imperium, for example, will be up to here. They need to get units as far up the board as they can, and every time they're able to cross a milestone. So if they're able to get units into this zone here, they get extra points, and if they cross over into here, they'll get more points, and more points for each milestone they make across the board. Same for the Forces of Chaos. They start here, but for each milestone that they make with any unit that survives through to the end of the game, they'll then pick up victory points for making progress up the board. It's a big incentive for both sides to go aggressive and to drive ahead, as well as trying to shoot and destroy the opponent. It's also a big incentive to plunge deeper into enemy territory. So points wise, it's 5 points per time basically. So for the Imperium, it's going to start off on 5 points. Then we get another 5 for being here. Then it's another 5 points on top of that for making it up here, and so on, just pushing deeper and deeper into enemy territory. So both sides will start off on 10 points in total, and they can add 5 points a time for each milestone they make across the board. That's calculated at the end of the game. So plenty of points available there, which may well decide the game, who makes the best progress across the board. But also, we're going to run kill points here based on the type of units being destroyed. So for kill points in this game, quite straightforward. For smaller scale stuff such as infantry squads, the transport vehicles, the walkers, the dreadnoughts, there's no points available for destroying them. It's the bigger stuff here that will count. So regular tanks, such as all the Space Marine stuff across here, and all the flyers, worth a point each. Basilisks as well, the Limb Russes, all of those worth a point. 2 points for, this is like a medium heavy.
It's a heavy tank.
A heavy tank, 2 points for that. 3 points for Baneblades being destroyed, super heavies, yeah. And then 5 points if the Scout Titan is brought down. 3 points for the Brass Scorpion if that's destroyed. It's 28 wounds, that thing, so it's well equipped. 2 points, 10 points for bringing the Warlord down. 2 points to the Land Raider. 3 points to the Mastodon. 3 points to the Falchion. 5 points for the Scout Titan. So big incentive to kill the big stuff here. Both sides will attempt to do that here in this fight. Alright, so there is big stuff here, big points available, but James has masses of tanks. There is an incentive just to pick off these Limb Russes here in this game. That's both sides, that's the scenario. We'll see how it works. The idea of Apocalypse is just to keep the game flowing and to celebrate the large units, a chance to use those and try not to get bogged down in the smaller details. So we've trimmed infantry down in this game. We've got a scenario to match that quite nicely. And it just gives room to breathe here for the larger Forge World units that are available. We'll go on to deployment now, start alternating and placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So we've actually taken 3 of the 6x4 urban city fight battle mats here from GameMat.eu and joined them all together here for this epic game. So it's created a nice size board, and they've linked together quite nicely. Also using pre-painted terrain from GameMat.eu as well. So these cylinder vats across here, these smaller structures, these containers, those containers across there, all part of their Chem Zone pre-painted terrain sets. You can check out gamemat.eu, link for them in the video description below. They do battle mats, all shapes and sizes, double-sided mats available from them as well, and also a wide variety of pre-painted terrain sets from them as well. All right, so deployment is complete for both sides. With the depth of deployment here, it's meant that there is space for like artillery units to sit at the back and support with their range, and then the more aggressive units such as the Liam Russes, Scout Titan and so on, deploying right up to the edge of their deployment. So for the forces of the Imperium, James's Scout Titan on the left hand side, that's the view that it has across the board, getting ready to move out on this left hand flank. To its right is 3 Predators getting ready to move across in support. They need to push up the table because their range actually for las cannons 48. They are some distance away, so they will need to push up to get in range. Chimera here with the army commander inside a unit of veterans. Another Chimera here with the Lord Commissar inside, again another unit of veterans inside that. Tank destroyer here just parked up behind this terrain. Regular Baneblade on this left hand side. The Super Baneblade there just parked behind the building. Tech Priest Engine Seer ready to assist with repairs on that. It's Basilisks, 1, 2, 3 of them. Shadow Sword to sit further at the back to support with long range firepower. As then Manticore parked at the back here as well. Then James has amassed his tanks on the right hand side and in the centre. 3 Demolishers, 2 Liam Russes, 2 more Demolishers, 2 more Liam Russes, 4 Liam Russes. No, sorry, 5 Liam Russes here on this right hand side. Then the Macarius Vanquisher parked behind this building. Chimera parked behind the Russes here with Veteran Squad and Commander inside. Scout Sentinels inside the building getting ready to move out. So that's James's ground force. There are reserves here for the Imperium. So just to cover James's reserves now, these veteran squads are inside their Chimera transport vehicles. James will bring his flyers on, 1, 2 of those, and then the Vendetta Dreadnoughts inside the flyers to come on. And then James has paid 4 CP to flank here with the Vindicators. Okay, and then for the Forces of Chaos with their deployment, Brass Scorpion on the extreme left-hand side will watch that thing with interest. It's ready to move out. Falchion parks next to the Warlord, which has taken centre stage here. It's parked right in the centre of the table. It's not right at the back. It's happy enough to push forwards to fire, shoot and potentially charge. Land Raider, Mauler Fiend at the foot of the Titan. Empty Rhino. Inside the Land Raider is the Obliterator. Then around the other side is the Mastodon. Inside that is the Terminators. Chaos Knight here. And then the Scout Titan over on the right hand side. There is 1 reserve here for Forces of Chaos. So it's the Dreadclaw, and inside that Longbow has placed the Khorne Berserkers. That can come on turn 1 onwards. Okay, so forces are deployed, ready to go. We've been talking about turn 1 and how important it is. It is very important here in this game to see who goes first. Yes, there's a Warlord Titan, but as we've seen in other Apocalypse battles, James's tanks are to be watched and respected here. They may be piddly in this scale battle, but each one can sting. And multiple stings can overwhelm a target here, so they are a unit to watch, or a cluster of units to watch for sure. Super Heavies as well can potentially pack a mean punch, and the Scout Titan, so plenty of firepower available for the Guard. Same for Chaos here. There's unknown weapons that have never been fired in anger on this channel before. We'll watch with interest what they can do, but turn 1 will be big for sure. So after you, gentlemen. James has rolled straight away. It's hull facing, it's a 2. It's certainly beatable. What is that result? It's a 5. James will have to wait here. The cry death to the false emperor goes up here. James will steady his men with an appropriate heroic speech.
Steady. I am one with the emperor, and the emperor is with me. I am one with the emperor, and the emperor is with me. Glory.
One or both sides are deluded. I don't know which is which here. Either Chaos in their treachery or the Imperium with their blind devotion to the Emperor. But it will be the forces of chaos that go first. A chance to watch and see what they can do. The Warlord Titan will fire unopposed here. We're going to see at least one round of full potential shooting from that thing. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. It will be the forces of chaos that begin this apocalyptic fight to the death. Alright, so turn my movement. Forces of Chaos have made their move. Some units advancing and moving quick enough. Rolled a 5 here for the Rhino, so it's scooted ahead 17 inches tucked behind the building. So quite nicely protected behind there. Brass Scorpions rolled well as well. It's shot up the board over on that left-hand flank. Land Raiders pushed forwards. Mastodon's gone forwards here, crushing the wreck of the Imperial Fist Rhino. Mauler Fiends moved up. And then the Warlord Titan taking its first strides across the table here, 12 inches, pushing up the board with that. Getting closer to the Imperial line. Crosshairs, Chaos Knights, regular move from that. It does have a decent shooting weapon. Scout Titans moved up as well. And the Falchion, did that move? The Falchion pushed up a little bit. Okay, yeah, so movement's complete. Holding off with the Dreadclaw. It's not going to arrive this turn. I'll come on another turn. But movement's done. No psychic phase for anybody, is there?
No.
Right.
They're corn. They don't care. They hate
Shooting next. We'll go on to firepower now for the Forces of Chaos. Okay, so Longbow's decision. What to fire first? We're going to start with the Chaos Knight. And it's going to go into the Scout Titan here. James has a couple of Void Shields on this thing. Now, talking about Void Shields, it's opened up a whole can of worms discussion here, which we'll talk about. People can discuss it in the comments section. So we've been having a talk about the Void Shields, and the main question we've had is, can they regenerate after they're destroyed? So we reckon that they can't. There's different interpretations. I'd look on the internet. Made contact with Forge World as well. They seem to think, to get an official reading, I need to write an email to Forge World and their team will get back to me. We don't have time for that here in this game. So they seem to have the impression, though, that Void Shields are lost. It talks about, the model has 8 Void Shields. Talking about the Chaos Titan. Each Void Shield has 3 shield points. Whilst the model has any Void Shields, it gets a 5+ invulnerable saves. That's all fine. Each time a saving throw is failed for the model against a ranged attack, if it has any Void Shields, it does not suffer any damage. Instead, for each point of damage inflicted, one of its Void Shields loses a shield point. Once a shield has lost a shield point, it must continue to lose shield points due to any further damage inflicted until it collapses. Each time an attack causes a Void Shield to be reduced to 0 shield points, that Void Shield collapses. This model loses that Void Shield, any excess damage inflicted by that attack is lost. So you're hit by a damage 6 weapon, you fail your save, it loses all 3 of its shield points, the shield collapses and the excess damage it disappears. So Void Shields can never be used to prevent mortal wounds, blah blah blah, so that's all fine. So what we're talking about is this last little bit here. At the start of your command phase, at the start of the turn, if this Void Shield if this model has a Void Shield that has fewer than 3 shield points remaining, the Void Shield is restored to 3 shield points. So some argue and say, well, a collapsed Void Shield is sitting on 0, and therefore it can be automatically restored. But it seems to be that the majority opinion, and from Forge World as well, is that once a shield has collapsed, it just ceases to function entirely, and really restoring Void Shields back to full capacity is Void Shields that are currently active. So that's the way we're going to play it. So the Chaos Titan, if it has any Void Shields that have taken damage, have lost shield points, they'll be automatically restored at the start of the turn, but once they collapse, they are gone. It's a big ruling here. I've had a big discussion about it because it is so important. Those Void Shields will play a vital role in protecting the Warlord Titan. But once they're gone, they're gone. That'll apply for the Warlord Titan, it'll apply for both of the Scout Titans. There's something else here running Void Shields. Mastodon's got 2 as well. Okay, so that's the rule we're going to play. If you think differently, leave it in the comments section. If you think we've got the right ruling on this, then do say so. It'd be great to hear back from viewers in the comments section in this video. Alright, so the first weapon to fire will be the Heavy Stab Up.
3 hits.
Looking for 3s. This is firing from here. The idea is to strip these Void Shields away. Strength 4, it's going to be 6. Strength 5.
Diabolos, Heavy Star.
5's to wound.
2.
2.
8 minus.
Well, you're just running on 5+ invuln, aren't you? Because you're going onto the shields.
No, I'm going on my arm.
No, you can go on standard armor save.
Oh, you can choose?
Yeah.
Aha. Fair enough. Then take it on armor saves. 6 and 4, no damage.
Then the Desecrator Laser Destructor, Heavy 2.
That's this weapon here.
1 hit.
Command reroll.
1 point.
Yep.
2 hits.
Nice.
Strength.
14.
Toughness 8. 3s.
3's to wound. 1 makes it through.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, you'll notice that command points we burnt through here at the early stages. That's failed though, that reroll's failed. So 1's made it through.
-5, so it's your 5 up in guns.
Yes, James will use a Void Shield. Here it comes.
6.
Blocked. So that means that Void Shield just remains in play and just carries on.
It's absolutely healthy, it's absolutely fine.
Okay,
so that's
great.
his shooting done. We're going to use...
He's got a claw as well.
Yeah.
It's like the Warlord's had a little baby. Okay, carry on.
I think we're going to do Warhound into...
Warhound. Oh, yes. Warhound against Warhound. This one here, its armour glistening in the sunlight of the Emperor's blessing. And then across here, this thing that's got potholes and marks and it's been shot to pieces. Here, this...
Mega Bolter.
Right.
Heavy 20.
James knows the stats.
AP minus 3, 2 damage.
3s.
Yeah, 20 shots, nearly 3s. But there's a lot of 6s in there.
Only 3 misses.
It's good shooting. Now, if I remember rightly, these are damage 2.
5 to wound.
Now this is quite good. Now what is James to do here? Is he to put these onto shields or try and absorb it on the armour of the...
Capacitor on the arm.
Oh boy. We need a good roll. No.
So,
Just the 2. There was an opportunity there to cause potentially a fair bit of damage. AP -2.
I think he's got 2 up save, is it?
he has a 2 up save and he's AP
-3.
-2.
-2.
Yeah, 2 damage.
4 ups. First bit of damage against the Titan. No. Both saved on 2 4s.
We're going to overcharge the plasma blast gun.
So 1's a mortal wounds.
Yep.
Yeah, plasma blast gun next.
Heavy 2d6 shots.
There are no damage so far for chaos. So we can
6 shots.
break this here. This is a number of shots.
4, 5, 6.
1's with mortal wounds, but command rerolls can be used to negate that. There is a 1. CP reroll. It's 3 used so far. Mortal wound taken.
49 wounds remaining.
So it's now strength 10, so 3's to wound.
3's to wound. Now's a chance to cause a bit of trouble. You could CP reroll. Absolutely worth it, yeah. Use them at this early stage. Yeah, 5 make it through.
5 and it's at -4. 4.
What are you going to do, James? Armour or void shields?
It's 5 damage a time, so
How many damage?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Whoa! Why did you take a flamer?
Because that's 4d6 automatic hits
Yeah.
at strength 7, AP -3, 3 damage.
Okay. What are you going to do? Void shield this or what?
Have to go to...
I'll do void shields.
James will go void shields here. You can roll 1 at a time until these void shields disappear.
Each void shield has
3 hit points.
3 hit points.
Yeah.
Each failed save will be a downed void shield.
Yes. Right. We stand at a point here of void shields dropping.
So if you drop your void shield, you don't get an armor save.
Because they've -5. Whoa.
No
All right.
armor of contempt for a Titan.
No armor of contempt. I reckon they don't get it. All right. So that is that weapon. This one here, this glowing one. Yeah,
it's one of my favourites.
that's a good weapon. Nice choice.
I thought I'd change the weapons a bit because otherwise I'll be a bit samey. So I thought
Sure.
I'd do something a little bit different.
Mhm.
So here we go. 5 up void shield save.
There's Patreons jumping up and down. Pick me, pick me. Now's the time to call upon them. This is the kind of the epic dice rolls required here in this apocalyptic battle. Andrew Swan is an Ultramarines player. Okay. Well, you just go Andrew Swan to start off with.
Andrew Swan first.
So Andrew Swan can keep going until he fails. Passed. So Andrew Swan again.
Thank you, Andrew.
Patronic Hero. Failed. CP reroll it.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Blocked. Andrew Swan. Andrew Swan, he's done it. Oh no.
2 more.
2 more to go.
The Emperor is with me.
No, it's not.
Failed. CP reroll it.
Yeah, go on then.
You're allowed to. We're going to burn through these quite quick in the game.
No.
Failed. It's shield down. Okay, 1 shield gone. But excellent from Andrew Swan. Well done. 1 left. This is Tyler Summers.
No.
Failed. Come on, reroll.
Reroll. No.
Failed. Oh, both void shields down. Mission accomplished. No damage caused, but shields have failed. Where are your... They are on here. I see them. There they are. So there's your void shield generators. I find this all quite fascinating. There's the 2 on there. There's the 2 on there. And then there's 8 on top of the Warlord Titan. Okay. So damage not coming through here. Void shields kicking in, doing their job with some useful Patronic dice rolls, keeping the damage away from the Titan. Alright, so next bit of firepower. It's the falchion all the way across there. Las cannon's out of range, but the main weapon...
Twin falchion volcano cannon.
Twin falchion volcano cannon. It's going to go after the super bane blade. So for cover in this game, there's some area terrain on the ball, but it's not obscuring. There's no obscuring terrain on the table here in this game. So targets are open, or large targets are open, unless they are proper line of sight hidden. So some of James's vehicles at the back quite well tucked away. But this terrain is to represent a city that's been virtually levelled here. So cover is sparse here for tanks and larger vehicles. Infantry, yes, they can shelter and hide and do quite well. But for vehicles, they are rather exposed in this fight. So here comes the shots. It's 2d3 if I remember rightly. 2d3 shots.
4 shots.
4 shots.
3s because you're legionaries crew.
Damage is limited so far, but that could change. Looking for 3s.
All hit.
They've all hit.
Toughness 8. Strength
14 probably, yeah.
So 3s.
3s to wound. Triple 1. Gonna cost you 3 CP to re-roll those.
Worth it.
But it's worth it. Okay.
That's better.
2 6s to 4, right, okay.
AP minus
5.
No.
with armed contempt.
No, straight through the armour.
6 damage a pop.
24 wounds.
2 left.
2 wounds left. Just like that, it virtually vaporizes the vehicle. But realistic, isn't it? That tank's designed to kill Bane Blades. Okay. 2 wounds left. Damaged but not destroyed. But this Super Bane Blade in serious trouble. But so it should be. It's been shot at by a tank that specialises in taking out super heavies. Yeah.
So, what do you expect?
Next stage, we haven't fired the Warlord yet. This thing's lost its void shields. You may well see attention shifted here against the Scout Titan, but we'll see what Longbow decides to do.
Hit on 3s.
Right, this is the Mastodon firing. What weapon is this? The
Sky Reaper auto cannons at the back.
Okay, yeah, range 48. Looking for 3s.
And 5.
It's not going to CP reroll those ones. Burning through the CP's quick enough. Once they're gone, they're gone.
2 minus 2.
2 wounds at -2.
4 ups.
4 ups to block.
Save 1.
Blocked 1. Command reroll if you so wish to try and stop that.
No.
Damage?
2.
4 wounds taken. Oh, sorry.
Save 1.
Save 1.
2 up saves.
2 wounds taken. Drop it down to 48. Okay, so Mastodon, that's the only firepower that was in range. Is that everything except the Warlord?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright, so decisions now. Plenty of weapons with the Warlord. Where and what to shoot at. Oh boy, right, okay. Firepower's going to be directed in this direction against these 2 targets. So one turbo laser destructor triple shot weapon will go into here. The other one's going to go into the Scout Titan, and so too is the Quake Cannon. I think that's debut for that one on the channel. We've not seen a Quake Cannon, what it can do, so we shall. We're about to find out. It's 48 wounds to try and get through here, 26 on this Bane Blade. Right, so LongbowBB will use the LongbowBB dice.
6 shots. 2.
Oh, right, using the dice multiple times, yeah, okay. And, oh, 5 shots. Quite, yeah. Yeah, so you're going to command reroll the number of shots. Just roll them all together because it's the number of shots from a single weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
It's better, yeah, okay. So we're looking at 9 shots here with the Quake Cannon. It's all stacked up, James, here. It's LongbowBB actually rolling the LongbowBB dice.
I'm one with the Emperor and the Emperor's with me. I'm one with the Emperor and the Emperor's with me. I'm one with the
Your chanting won't save you now, boy.
I'm one with the
Are
Emperor.
you hitting on 3s or 2s?
3s.
3s. And it has hit well.
2.
He's trying to one-shot, one kill Scout Titan.
To glory. Guide me, O Emperor.
Without the void shields, all James has is chanting to to try and protect him. Just keep rolling, don't ignore him. 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
You can CP reroll two of them. It's open play apocalypse here. It can be done.
I don't need to.
What?
What's the strength of it?
Strength 14.
Toughness 8, yeah. Freeze.
So I don't need to reroll that. That's dead.
What? Stop. How many damage is each one of those? There's 5 of them.
6.
Well, it's not. It's still alive then.
Still alive.
Oh no, sorry. It's I'm thinking void shield for some reason. Yeah, come on, reroll these 2.
He's not going to kill it.
That's it.
2 more. So we're looking at 24, 36, 42 wounds.
It's got 6 wounds left.
Wounded but not dead.
Got the laser struts going to it, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Sorry, dear me. Oh dear.
Should we go back to the Patreon?
We're playing at a scale that's just, it's beyond us.
Like naval warfare with a frigate against a ship of the line. It's
Yeah.
just upper class, you just...
Outclassed.
Artist formerly known as Vij. Roll for
Thousand Suns player, yeah, fine. The artist formerly known as Vij, taking command of these shots
2,
here.
3, 4 shots.
4 shots.
I think that's worth a command point.
Yeah, CP reroll. So these CP rerolls that you're seeing, you can do it for open warfare. It means you're getting multiple rerolls at the start of the game, but those will drain and oh no, those will drain and disappear as the game goes on. But this early stage of the game, players will use the CP reroll
9 shots
to help as much as possible. 3s.
CP
I'll reroll one of them.
Ah.
It's found, okay. So already used a good chunk of the CP. About half of them have been used here now.
Strength 16.
2s. Yes.
Strength 16, 2s to wound, yeah.
You need a quadruple 1.
No.
And what's the minus?
Straight away.
-4, D6 plus 3 wounds.
Ooh.
So you get 6 upside. On 3.
3 dice, 6s. And what damage is it?
D6 plus 3.
Right. Well, James, if you get double 6,
Triple.
Your triple would be ideal, yes, but double 6 would be useful. You've got 1. So it's
I'm going to spend 2 command points.
2 CP, yeah, absolutely. Right, here it comes.
Reroll to take away those 2 CPs. Now,
You just have to roll.
last time fought against a Reaver, survived. This is the next level up of Warlord.
It's the ultimate challenge.
The ultimate challenge. I need a double 6 to survive.
Oh, I hope it blows up.
Double 6.
For the Mechanicum, for the Emperor.
Oh, he's got 1.
Got 1.
Ooh. D6 plus 3.
D6 plus 3.
Right, so don't roll a 1 or a 2 on 1 dice.
I have all CP, so I have to.
Of course it will. 4, it's gone. It's over. It's over. Let him go, James. Let him go. Scout Titan's gone. Yeah, now this cannot be CP rerolled. You're rolling a single dice, trying not to detonate.
Well. It did well absorbing all that damage.
It did. It's
Stood the punishment from a Knight, a Warhound, and just about from a Warlord.
Titan. Yeah.
I can't complain. I will complain if I detonate.
Very noble, James.
Which I do.
James! The one thing you're not meant to do is detonate. Oh dear, it's going to go out with a bang here. We'll calculate the mess, but the Scout Titan has decided to detonate on this left-hand flank. Oh boy. Yeah, 3d6 blast radius. James, don't roll high. He's done very well. 2 2s and a 1. So it's not so bad. It's collapsed in a small enough heap. It could have been much bigger. It's a good play here. It's picking off void shields. James just rolled off camera there. Theoretical roll. If he had have been able to reply with firepower against the Warlord, he would have stripped, with the result that he got, would have stripped away 2 of the void shields. So even if it had survived, firing back, just the void shields would absorb that damage. This Warlord Titan is an absolute nightmare on the table. What?
Yeah.
2d6 mortal wounds on here.
Yep.
Okay.
4 mortal wounds.
4, yes. The other one at the front.
At the front. Takes 7.
7.
mortal wounds.
Ouch.
And Chimera. It takes
7 mortal wounds.
Baneblade's safe. That Predator's safe.
Okay, cool. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, we'll allocate the damage, and Titan will be removed from play. James is
And we've got another Titan there as well.
James is grumbling
Ah.
against the Warlord Titan. I've just stayed out of this fight, James. I think I'll just film this battle. I'll stay out of this fight and just let you settle this with chaos.
Yeah.
Here, and I'll stay out of the battle. Oh boy. Oh, it is disheartening to see that Scout Titan gone. That was the biggest of the best that James had. After that comes the Super Baneblade, but that's virtually destroyed as well. So it's a nasty impact made on turn 1.
War of the Worlds from the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Where they go
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah.
like that.
Actually, it makes a roaring sound once it destroys something. Oh,
Machine Spirit.
imagine the sound of that echoing across this battlefield.
After seeing a big mushroom cloud appear in the corner.
What fear it would instill into the guardsmen.
It's kind of like the scene from War of the Worlds.
It is, yeah.
With Tom Cruise and all that. So just imagine it, Tom Cruise looking at this Titan thing and then just, okay, let's just get out of here. And
You can't run. Your orders are specific. You said that you would take the sword and touch the base of the Titan. So you've got yourself into this mess. You zealot.
I know you're not going to move fast, so I'm going to come to you.
Devotion to the Emperor comes at a cost, James. That sword point must touch the base of that. You've got 2 wounds left to try and reach that far. But what is helping is that it is moving straight towards you, so that will cut down the time that it takes if you can survive. You're okay.
I've got a strategy.
Tech priest engines here.
Only in death does duty end for my Titan.
Yeah, you'd need it. Alright, so we've lost this. The dynamic of the game has shifted immediately here in this very early stage. James has lost his Titan. It's now tanks. I think that James has enough tanks to go... oh, right. Okay, well, we'll just resolve... we'll resolve this firepower here. Just a main blade minding its own business. James is thoroughly demoralised.
Oh, that's not bad.
This is number of shots.
That's number of shots.
Okay. Right. 8 shots. James is in pain. Do you need help, brother? I told you should have joined the Tau.
You shouldn't be here. You should be in a hospital.
Go. Looking for 3s.
So I'll drop 2, that's fine.
Okay.
Toughness?
8.
Toughness 8.
16.
2s.
2s to wound. There'll be CP rerolled, no doubt.
5.
Oh, it's now efficient killing of Baneblades.
Oh, we've got to CP that. Yes.
So what have we got? AP minus?
17 minus 5, 6 damage.
6 damage.
Minus 4, d6 plus 3 damage. Wrong line.
6.
Right,
No. You do have Armour of Contempt.
I do.
Because you've got a chance to stop this on 6s. So you've got 6 dice rolls. I think you need to roll a double 6 to stay alive. Come on,
I
James.
need all of them.
Double 6. Oh!
Triple 6.
Triple 6. James, you've done it. You've survived. This is it. This is your opportunity. 18 damage taken.
18 damage.
Oh, is it D6?
Oh,
Straight.
D6 plus 3.
Or is it? Oh, it's going to be less then. Ah.
Yes.
All of a sudden, James perks up a little bit.
Could be more. No. 3.
So what have we got here?
7, 8 plus 6, 14.
14 wounds taken.
To 12.
12 left. Aha. Baneblade has survived. I think that marks the end of the shooting phase here for the forces of chaos. Okay, James. It's not too bad. Just lost a Titan. No morale here. Although you'd think that all of the Imperial units would need a morale check here. The bellowing, echoing sound of this chaos. Oh, he's downcast.
I've lost too many patrons have died. Too many YouTube members have died. For what?
Oh,
For what? Killing Xenos! Killing Chaos! I can't take it anymore!
oh no. I said this game would break him, and it's happening.
What? It's dead! Buried under the rubble! Why? Emperor, why did you take one of your own?
We're watching this. We're watching James turning to chaos. This is the process that's involved.
I shall destroy them with my prayers. I shall burn them with my holy flame.
So whose side are you on?
The Emperor's, of course.
Right. Make your decision as to what you're going to do after you've finished your turn 1. Because you've yet to fire a single shot. Take heart, brother.
What do you expect if they took the initiative from me?
That's right. Doesn't matter.
Stand there and do nothing.
If it's any consolation, that was Chris Comiskey that made that shot.
Oh,
Shit.
Chris.
Okay. Turn 1 comes to an end here. James is distraught at this point in the battle. But let him take heart. Take courage. 3 ranks of tanks, James. We'll end the turn at this stage. Victory points then. Longbow's shifted into the 3rd zone here. So a potential 15 points coming in.
Marches to glory.
And you've picked up points. 5 points picked up for killing the Scout Titan.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So off to a good start here for the forces of chaos. But we'll not write this game off at this stage. We'll at least have a turn of shooting from the Space Marines here and Astra Militarum. They have taken damage. They've lost a Titan, but they have a mass of tanks. And I think the massed firepower, as we've seen before from these, could make a big impact here. It's the biggest target James has ever shot at. We'll see how well he does. Turn 1. for the forces of the Imperium coming up next. Alright, here we go. We're on turn 1. James is about to make his move here. Orders are specific. It's to drive straight forwards, firing as they go. I think the game's shifted now. We've seen what that Warlord can do. We now know what it can do, and it is terrifying, especially on the scale of regular 40k. Really, it's just a load of 40k models being used, and then the Forge World stuff being added in. It's a scale that's beyond this stuff that you can see here, as we've seen. The disappearance of this Titan so quick and so efficiently is terrifying, and so now the shift of emphasis is onto that Warlord Titan. Can James bring it down with massed tank firepower? That's the next question that we have in this game. I think James can do it, but we'll see. We'll go on to movement first of all for the Guard and their Space Marine allies. Alright, so movement's complete here. There's no retreating taking place. Units pushing forwards, Predators moving up. Chimeras advance from back here, just coming out from around the corner with the Tank Hunter. Shifting across in this direction with the regular Baneblade. Moving forwards, would have gone faster, rolled well for advance, but slowed down because of the damage it's taken. Sentinels, Armoured Sentinels have moved out from the ruin. Disembarked with the Commander. He's got the Relic of Lost Cadets. He can't use it this turn because it's activated at the start of the turn while he was inside the Chimera, but he's disembarked now. Disembarking 3, moving 6 and advancing 4. Moving full speed here, 10 inches with the Demolishers. A lot of the weapons out of range. Regular Russes, though, just going at half speed to get the most effective firepower available from them. Baneblade shifted across to its right a little bit, and 3 wounds restored by the heroic technical skills there of the Tech Priest engine. So good work from him, back up to 5 wounds left. Then the Shadow Sword has shifted to its right. That is the view that it has up the table. Look at its gun, nicely lined up here, or lined up against the Warlord Titan. Artillery's remained in position. Tanks pushing forwards along this flank, but going at half speed here, half speed on these regular Russes across here as well. Vanquisher shifted out to its left. Also, bristling with guns, tons of firepower available here for the Guard. No psychic phase, we'll go on to their shooting phase next.
I'm going to spend 2 command points for Aerial Spotter.
Aerial Spotter, interesting.
So he's going to get re-rolls to hit.
So James is going to do like a preliminary bombardment. He's going to use the Earthshaker cannons, the Basilisks, to strip void shields from the Warlord here. James has a multi-layered, multi-tank gun plan. Let's load and fire.
240-inch range, sir. 2d6. Choose the
Oh, you're shooting straight away, all right? Orders have been...
No hesitation. Kill it. Kill them all.
Do it for the Emperor. Here it goes. So,
I choose the 6.
All right. What damage is it each time? Damage?
D3.
D3, right, okay. There's 8 void shields to try and overcome.
Reroll failed hit rolls because of the stratagem. 4 hits. Strength 9.
Toughness 9.
4s. 1 wound.
-3.
So
5 up.
5 up anything. Invuln save or armor save, doesn't matter. No, the edge of the table, no.
Spending 2 command points.
To do what? Overlapping fields of fire.
Overlapping fields of fire.
I know the
against
order.
That Titan, so everything against it will get +1 to hit.
Before you do that, I might command point that save.
Oh!
Oh, command point to save, yes, okay. Hold it right there.
He knows he's an experienced commander.
Right, okay. Bit of pressure here to try and stop this, because we know what's coming. Oh, it's been blocked. That's James being tormented. So,
Again! Fire!
fire again.
2d6.
So far, about half the CPs have been spent for both sides. Yeah. Next.
5. 4s. Reroll the 1s. Oh, they're auto wounds because of Astra Militarum.
Nice.
3.
Absolutely fantastic. Who's that doing the shooting? It's that gun there.
Yep.
Load and fire artillery here. 4 have made it through.
AP -3.
5 up invuln saves. The bombardment begins. Blocked 3.
Unbelievable.
And CP reroll that one just to keep these void shields going. And to keep that stratagem away. Dice drop.
No.
Almost no.
Overlapping fields of fire.
Yes, the order's given immediately. Oh boy, you can starting to build the momentum
Oh,
here.
the urge I need to kill them all.
Do you want to see how much damage it does? See if it
Yes, this void shield may not collapse here, James. Oh, but it does. Void shield down. 7 left. Good shooting. Okay. And the last basilisk.
Fire! I choose the 5.
Okay. Just hold. This is very, very fluffy what's going on here. Artillery paving the way for the Imperial advance. Oh,
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. 5+ to block. Yes. Blocked again. Void shields holding. Rockets with sound effects. Nice.
2d6 shots.
This is the movie that plays out in James's mind every,
Storm.
every time we play Apocalypse. Go.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll the ordnance.
Okay.
That's a bit better.
So what is that? 2d6 in total?
2d6 shots.
Ooh, right, okay, yep.
Needing 3s.
Because of overlapping fields of fire, yeah, okay.
Rerolling the 1s because we stood still.
And there's an auto wound in there as well. This is good shooting from the Manticore.
So they've hit. That's an auto wound. Strength 10. 3s to wound. Ah, only 2. So 2 at AP -2.
Right, sit back and enjoy the agony and the ecstasy as James attempts to bring down a Warlord Titan. The epic story
2 4s.
has begun.
That's 1.
Blocked 1,
What's the damage on these?
D3.
D3.
And then the other one I have to do a save of 4 as well, yeah? There's an auto wound.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all the same. Yeah, same AP, everything, yep.
That's 2 saves, and I'm going to CP that.
Oh, he's going to try. Oh, man, he's going to try and protect this Warlord Titan. Yeah. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, so what have we lost so far? 1 void shield?
Yeah.
That's it. No damage taken?
No.
Okay. Wow. All right, shift in play here. Macarius Vanquisher. It's just nestled across there. Its main gun is going to go against this as Chaos Knight. And yes, you can shoot it because modelled onto it is an impaled Tau Fire Warrior here that's been skewered on its spikes. So you have permission to unleash everything you've got.
Normally be hitting on 4s, but as you are a vehicle, I get +1 to hit.
Do you?
I do.
Nice.
And I hit with both.
Oh, it's 2 single shots.
Yes.
Whoa.
Is it at this point I can rotate iron shields?
You can do. Yeah.
1 CP, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, 4+ invuln save to try and overcome here.
I think it is strength 16.
James will check. Yeah, this could be 2s to wound. Yeah. Yeah, it's strength 16. 2s to wound. James no doubt will gladly CP reroll any 1s. CP reroll this one.
Come on. Yes.
Yes, 2 go through.
AP -4.
2 invulnerable saves. Patreons on standby if required. These are quite big rolls here. What damage is this thing?
This does 9 damage.
9 damage.
Should we leave them for bigger stuff?
Bigger stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry about this. I need to turn the turret.
The Macarius Vanquisher. Oh no.
18 damage.
reroll both those.
2 more CPs to be used up here. They're draining fast. Blocked on double 6!
never does what I'm supposed to do! Oh!
18 damage denied.
Oh, fucking
18 damage. Oh, this is infuriating. I do feel James's frustration. It's pushing him further and further towards the edge. After despair, James, which is the stage that you're at, does come corruption and chaos. Oh dear, James going through the process here. He's shifting over. This is the stage where his guard become traitors and they'll turn on their ultramarine allies.
By the throne, please!
See, the thing that's starting to worry me here is there's plenty of firepower that's been done. There's 7 void shields still remaining on the Warlord Titan.
Not Earthshaker.
Earthshaker?
I've got another one over there.
Oh, you've still got one left?
Yes!
Oh, right.
Come on!
So it's going into the Warlord Titan, 3rd Earthshaker. The crew of them, they're just over there. Here they go. This is the number of shots. Should take the 5.
That is it. I have no time for this nonsense.
Imperial
This
Commander
great
loses
machine
patience.
in our way must die. 3s. 2 auto wounds.
Nice.
Yes!
3 auto wounds.
And another wound.
Okay, 4 have made it through.
-3.
You've seen 4 6s roll.
Yes.
Here it
I
comes.
have. With lots of dice.
Keep those 2.
So we're blocking on 5s.
Yep.
Right, 2 have made it through.
D3 damage each.
How many CP you got left? 11?
11.
Oh, he's burnt them through here and they'll not come back.
I'll do 1.
1 to try and block here. It's 5s required. Ah, it keeps rolling. 6s. Okay. James, this is the LongbowBB dice on Patreon is now incarnate here in a game. So this is what you're up against.
How much shall I do this day?
D3.
Just 1.
Just the one. There's only one that got through.
Blocks 1, yeah. So 5 or 6 required to bring down a shield. Patreon, too late.
Yes!
6. Ooh, shield down. Dropping down to 6 against the Warlord Titan. So I think this is one of the main weapons that will cause trouble. It's the regular Liam Russ main battle cannon.
So what I'm going to
Will
do...
be useful for stripping void shields here.
Of fire.
Lots
I'm
of shots
going
available.
Play a stratagem with them, first of all, to get +2 to hit, but maximum +1 into that.
This one?
Yes, just 1 CP take away.
Did the rotate down shields last for the rest of the turn?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, no, it stays. No, it stays. Stays for the turn, yeah.
These have been burnt, haven't they?
Yes, that's right, yes.
So I've burnt another CP. This is for the armoured sentinels. So they'll be hitting on 3s
They're going into here.
into the knight.
Okay, James has it in for this knight here. The mini version of the Warlord Titan. In on 3s.
I move.
Moved. Oh, James. It's worth hitting on 3s. It's worth it.
Join corn, it's a lot easier.
Ah, get on! Right!
He's trying-
Burn my CP!
Resist, James. Resist.
Will resist the taint.
2 hits. Okay, 2 CPs are burnt there, so we'll deduct that from James's total. One's failed. CP reroll that one. Oh, it's so.
No.
Oh, it's so
I'm
costly.
not going to go for. We're not going to wind people up with CP rerolls.
It's
anymore.
CP overload, but that'll go away. It'll be gone soon. 1 save of 4+ invulnerable. 4 pluses. No.
D6.
CP reroll or not?
No. Nice one.
Straight D6 damage. Patreon. Too late.
5.
Nice result. Okay, so knight drops down to. I think it starts on 26 now. Could be wrong.
24, so 19.
19 wounds left. Right, we're going to start the process of firing with the Russes next. James wants to grind away at the shields to get through to the armour on the Warlord Titan. Going to start with that Russ there. In range is 1 Lehman Russ battle cannon and a laser cannon hitting on 3s. So number of shots here. Moved half.
I will have a stratagem on standby. I've got a plan. That's
Double
better.
6. Is that total number of shots?
That is correct.
Whoa. This could spell trouble.
That's not good.
Yeah. And we're hitting on 3s here. This is a good
afraid.
start.
Be very afraid.
I still rate the regular Lehman Russ here in Apocalypse games.
Hitting on 3s. 3 auto wounds. And those there.
5s to be
5 to wound, strength 8. Another 2.
You're not re-rolling ones, moving half move.
No.
Right.
Don't move.
5. AP minus
AP minus 2.
2. So you can go 4 pluses on these ones. Minus,
Right, so do
yeah,
one at a time.
minus 2.
So, yep.
Blocked.
Nope.
Not blocked.
So
D3.
Oh, okay. Longbow's going to take it. 1 wound or 1 shield point taken. Each shield, yeah, we've not covered this already. Each shield has 3 shield points. So that shield's not down, it's damaged.
3.
That's just been blocked. On a 6.
Nope.
D3.
D3 to bring a shield down. Yes. So shield's just gone. 5 void shields left.
5. The last one. Nope. Damage.
3.
D3, a 5 or 6 would be handy.
Yep. Yes.
It is another void shield down. So Liam Russ has just stripped away 2 void shields here from the Warlord Titan. 4 left. Half the void shields gone. Yeah. Well done, Liam Russ, Tank Commander. No, or not Tank Commander, regular Liam Russ that was. That one across there. Unnamed, no heroic name for that one. Next one.
2 command points for the tank commander to do maximum payload.
Whoa.
So that means
It's a flat ordnance of 12 shots. Yeah, 2 command points.
James is now down to
And I'll be hitting,
12 CP
and I'll be
left.
hitting on 2s. And with reroll 1s with smite at will to his own self.
Well, well, well.
Good job I didn't get the gatekeeper because it'll be a flat
3 damage. Yeah, that relic's fantastic. Okay, looking for 2s.
All hit.
All of them with some auto wounds. 4 auto wounds.
5.
5.
Whoa.
And a full hit because of overlapping fields of fire. And 5s to wounds.
1 more.
Another 1.
The auto wound is huge in
It
this.
is big, yeah.
Okay, 6 saves to make, 1 at a time. Looking for the void shields to be brought down.
Go over here.
Yeah, we're all across this side.
So 4, yeah?
No,
D3.
just the 1. So shield point taken.
Take
We'll just mark that up here just to track this correctly. Yep.
that's 1.
Next one.
Yep.
Blocked.
How many total was it?
6 in total,
6
isn't
in
it?
total.
Yeah. Next one. Blocked. Dice rolling's been exceptionally good. That one's made it through.
Come on, boy.
CP reroll just to frustrate James. Well, Longbow's now down to 9. Oh, goes through. 3 plus will knock a shield down, which it does. Another void shield removed. Down to 3.
No, because that was absorb the rest of the damage. So that
Yeah,
would
absorb
be
the rest of the damage.
1. So that'd be 1 void shield down. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes down.
Yes, we took a wound, and it's now taken 2 more. So
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
And there's 2 more. Yeah.
2 more.
Next one. No.
Go on. Yeah.
Just going to take it. 5 plus would be good. Ooh, 2 shield points taken.
Blocked.
And that one's been blocked. All right, so we've got a void shield remaining with 1 shield point left on
Hunter
it.
killer.
Hunter killer missile.
Hitting on a
2.
2, because tank commander. And I hit you.
Okay.
Strength 10.
3's to wound.
Wounded.
Wounded.
Minus 2.
So it's 4 up.
4 plus to block this one.
Yes!
No.
D6 damage.
No, I'm gonna reroll that. Sorry. Yes.
Blocked. 8 command points left. So there's 2 levels of protection here. Command points and
cannon.
void shields here. But both are disappearing. This is the issue. Right, yes?
Las cannon.
Yeah, las cannon in range 48.
Reroll 1s because of smite at will. A hit.
Hits. 3's to wound. It's a useful weapon against toughness 8. Or toughness 9, sorry.
8 minus 3.
5 plus. Another 5 plus required. No.
Go for it.
D6 damage.
D6 damage. 3 plus to knock out a shield. Yes, he does. Another void shield goes. Are we down to 2?
That's 2.
2 void shields remain. This is good work here from the Russes. Heavy bolters out of range on that tank commander. So you go to the Russ behind. It's las cannon out of range. We can measure up to see if it perhaps can see something else, but it's out of range of the Titan. Okay, so shooting. It's this Russ across here with its firepower. Heavy bolters out of range. Las cannon can shoot at the brass scorpion across there, but the main battle cannon again can go into the Warlord Titan.
Spending 2 command points for shock troops.
Yes.
So it counts as remaining stationary, and if I'm within half range, the further AP minus.
Which you're not. Okay. Here come the number of shots from the main turret gun.
Oh,
Ooh, CP to spend. So on CPs, we are playing that you get a CP at the start of each command phase. Both players have actually just received 2 because we didn't add them at the start of either of the turns. So topping them up. But they're draining fast here.
3s. 3 auto wounds.
Yes.
And they've missed.
4s to wound. 5s to wound. Christophilus 9. Whoa!
That'll do. Who's that?
Battle cannon again.
Yes!
It's an unnamed tank commander
Fill in
here.
your place! And get your name shouted out in the army.
So saves here of 4 pluses.
How many was it?
It's 6.
6 of them.
I'll do one time.
One at a time. Here we go.
Nope.
Failed. 2 shield points. Yep. Blocks that one.
Lose a shield.
Shield down. Yes.
Yep.
How many void shields now? 1? 1. So James almost onto armour. He's almost done it. Getting past these shields, which have driven him crazy this game. So James rolling a dice. I don't know why he's rolling a dice. We're just looking for a save first of all. Blocked again.
2 more, yeah?
There's 2 more to go. Not blocked.
Not blocked.
Get a command point up.
CP reroll. Not blocked. D3. 5 plus to strip the shields entirely. No. James now tempted to CP reroll.
What was it?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, so you've got 2 left on the last one. And then last roll.
This is it.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we've got 1 void shield left with 2 shield points on it. Laser cannon shot we said could go against the brass scorpions. It's just a single shot. Need a 4.
Shock troops need a 4. And that is a 2.
Miss. Okay. Just quickly resolve the firepower on these 2 chimeras, firing their multi-lasers and 1 heavy bolter across here. Some wounds came through, but all the saves were made, so no further damage against the Chaos Knight. Right, next. Out of range of the chimera. This one's pop smoke, it's demolisher. This one's pop smoke, it's nothing from there, so we've resolved all of this. We've got that rush across there next. So battle cannon and las cannon in range
Fire and reload,
of the Titan.
Shot.
James on the verge here of being able to finally start causing wounds. How many wounds have you got to get through?
120.
120 wounds.
So
Every journey a journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step.
very wise.
And a Titan of 120 wounds begins with 1 bullet or shell.
Yes, true. Very true, brother.
I'm trying to encourage you, James. I'm trying to rescue you. Going down a slippery slope
we'll make
into
a start
chaos.
of that with fire and reload stratagem. The 2 command points. The maximum.
2 more CPs being spent. James, done it already. James down to 7 CP left.
So that there is 2 automatic wounds, needing 3s and a few misses.
Okay.
And 5s to wound.
Nothing. Just the 2 auto wounds. 4 pluses to block these. This is to keep the last shield going. No. CP reroll. No. D3 damage, James.
The Emperor.
No, it's a 1. James could CP on a 3 plus, he'll knock the shield out.
Do it.
It's another CP to be spent. James now down to 6.
Come on.
Oh! 1 shield point left on the last void shield. 4 plus, 50-50. Yes. Blocked. Oh, las cannon's been declared. Fire it. Needing a 3.
Hit you.
4.
Wounded.
Yes.
3.
5 plus invulnerable save. Yeah. Oh, blocked again on another 6. That last void shield will not go. Okay. Right, so you got this rush across here.
Just going to do regular shooting.
Okay.
Got to be done. So.
2d6 shots.
2d6 shots.
So only went half move this one.
Okay, 9.
9.
Can't complain.
We should see the end of the void shield here. See what happens.
Hitting on 3s. I moved. That's an auto wound. It's +1 to hits of overlapping fields of fire. That's not 2 more wounds.
3 saves. 3 saves of 4 plus 1 at a time to see if the shield can hold. It holds. It doesn't hold. CP reroll. No. Doesn't hold, and the shield's now down.
Gone, and you got 1 more save.
1 more save onto armour now. 4 plus. Oh. Saved on a 5. Alright, so void shields have now been stripped away.
Las cannon.
A las cannon onto the armour. Hitting on a 3.
It's
Wounding on a 4. No. Okay. So Russes working together have stripped away the void shields. And James has a fresh squadron. So that one, it was that one there that was firing. There is a fresh squadron of 4 Russes available, all equipped with battle cannons and las cannons. See where James decides to fire, most likely into the Warlord Titan. So this firepower around here has been resolved amongst the Russes anyway. These have all popped smokes, no shooting available from them. He's just fired. So we've got these 4 stretched out across here. So heavy bolters, ones that are in range and can see, into the brass scorpion. A couple of las cannons at the back out of range, but they'll go into the brass scorpion if they could see. We'll check in just a moment. And then the main battle cannons, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Boom, boom, boom. James, you can rotate turrets. They're going to go into the Warlord Titan across here.
This is the first time, brother. I have to elevate the turret because it's so tall.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no, it's magnetised.
Oh, that's one of James's magnetised ones, so they won't lift. Okay.
4 more Russes.
This is it for the Emperor.
2d6. I'm just going to do regular shooting. I'm not going to burn through my command points.
Right, James now restoring discipline to his dice rolling. 7 shots.
7 shots. I'm going to keep that.
If these make it through, it's a little bit scary. We'll see. There's so many wounds to try and get through. James's roll here is 2 hits. No wounds, nothing at all, because the toughness 9.
Las cannon. That's a hit because of overlapping fields of fire. And that's a wound. That's AP -3.
Yeah, 5+ invulnerable save, yeah.
5+ armour. Shields are gone.
You lose the invuln. I got it.
Nope, that's D6.
Well, that is vulnerability then, isn't it?
We're actually going to damage the actual Titan!
I might CP it.
Can't keep that up forever. We're now down to 7 CP left here.
That's down to 6.
6 CP left here for the Forces of Chaos.
We're actually going to damage the Titan!
Patreon's screaming at
Yes! Debut, why not? Who's an Imperial Zealot?
There's plenty of them. Use the Ray Cross dice if you're so angry.
Yes. Ray Cross is a fellow Patreon as well. Here he is.
It's the Ray Cross dice
The Ray Cross dice, come on.
to put a mark
This is
onto
the first time ever I get to wound a Chaos Titan. Ah, the pleasure!
James about to
I may not kill it, but I'll wound it instead.
James about to send a message.
Ah! A
4 respectable enough.
Down to 116 wounds remaining.
So marking the wounds here, 116, 116 wounds to go. Next, so that was done him.
Yeah.
Done him.
I haven't done him yet. I was about to do him now.
Right.
Fire! 10 shots for the Emperor. Come on.
James has to make an impact
It's
here.
like the men cheering. Yes! We managed to break through the shields! Now let's pound them to dust! That's 2 auto wounds.
It's not bad. A good roll here would be useful.
5s. Another
1 more.
wound. 3 wounds.
Auto wounds so helpful.
3 saves, 5 up.
4 up.
4 up.
Battle cannon.
-2.
Oh, sorry, 4 up.
2 have made it through.
2d3 damage. Yep. You lose another 3 wounds.
3 wounds, okay. Dropping down to 113. Yeah, a little bit out of sync. A couple of heavy bolter shots to do. Against the
also
brass
wound
scorpion.
The scorpion, and that's wow.
Oh.
Shooting.
Oh, hit and force, yeah. 5's to wound.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's
5 out of 6.
5 wounds. That's
AP -1 and 2 damage a pop.
So he's got Armour of Contempt, he's got Heretic Astartes.
So he's going to
Yes.
3 up.
3 up save, yeah.
3 up saves. All right, okay,
6
let's
down.
come through. 6 wounds caused. Starts on 28, I think you said. 22 wounds left. So a start on here, 22 wounds remain on the brass scorpion. So that one's now entirely finished. You've still got a las cannon to fire here at the Titan, and then you've got the heavy bolters to go into the brass scorpion.
Here we go. This heavy bolter. Completely missed.
Yep.
Quite realistic, really, with a tank in the way.
And then a single las cannon shot.
Hit.
Pause for a wound. It does. Right, so straight up 5 up save.
Was that into the Titan?
Yes. Is it starting a 2 up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's failed.
D6.
D6.
4.
4, respectable enough. Dropping down to 109. Yeah, wrong choice of dice. I switched them out for D10s. D6s aren't going to be able to track that properly. So 109 wounds remain on the Titan. Good work here. Each wound lost cannot be regained, I'm guessing. So rushes, still more work to do with them. So the last two rushes across here, 2 laser cannon shots you can see here. It's the height of this tower. I can see it, no problem. And then we've got 2 battle cannons that remain there to go into the Warlord Titan.
Just going to speed the game up with 2 shots.
Double it up? Yes, that's fine. So double laser cannon shots.
That's an auto wound, and I'm not going to spend a CP. That's it. Just got to roll your save.
Straight up save on the Scorpion? No. D6 damage.
2.
All right, dropping down to 20 exactly.
Now the battle cannons. I'm going to do 4d6 shots.
Load the whole lot together, yeah, no problem. It's a double battle cannon shooting here.
Oh.
It's okay.
9, 14.
14 shots.
And I have...
Good work from the rushes here. Just a grinding process against this Warlord Titan.
So I've got 3... That's a clock dice, I'll reroll that one. That's 4 auto wounds.
Okay.
And needing 3s to hit because of overlapping fields of fire. So 6... 10 hits in total.
5's to wound.
5s. And
2 more.
2 more.
6 saves at -2. So 6 saves at 4+. Well done, good dice rolling. Block 4. But 2d3 do make it through.
That's 6 damage.
That's 6 damage.
Nice.
Dropping down to 103. At this rate, this Titan will survive, but damage is coming through. James does have some heavy hitting armaments.
I'm about to charge up.
Shadow Sword. Okay, Shadow Sword time. Here we go. Right, so shift now. We're moving away from Lehman Russes. We're going to go to this beast here, the Shadow Sword. Many Apocalypse games we've played, it's sort of not quite fitted on the board. It needs to fire at larger targets, but now look at the situation. Warlord, Chaos Warlord Titan, right in its sights. No shields to protect it. Damage has been taken on this thing already. We'll see what kind of impact this Super Heavy can make. Now is the time for this Super Heavy, commanded by Mr. Maxfield Knuckles. See if he can maximise firepower here against this Warlord Titan. Range 120.
In 3d3 shots.
3d3 shots. This is the dice roll to see how many shots.
With a command reroll and standby.
Yeah, James will CP the life out of this shot here.
Yes.
5 shots. What are you going to do?
Reroll.
CP reroll.
Yes.
James down to 5 CP left.
What's better?
It's better. 6 shots.
6 shots hitting on 3s because of overlapping fields of fire, and they have Astra Militarum keyword.
So 6s will pop auto wounds.
Yep.
Reroll 1s.
Not reroll
No,
ones.
because you don't get the keyword.
Unless I count as stationary for the purpose of shooting.
Counts as stationary.
So this is the best I could possibly do.
This is the best that James can possibly do.
3s, rerolling 1s, 6s are auto wounding.
You could do something.
That's an auto wound. That's AP -5 and 2d6 damage.
What?
Yeah.
Reroll that 1
I'll reroll that 1, and I'll reroll CP as well.
on the 2. Gotcha.
2.
James taking the opportunity here to max out as much as he can.
No.
That's missed, but he's going to reroll the other one that missed on the 2. That's got its hit. So 1 auto wound. Take that. Move that one out of the way. These AP -5.
This is strength 16. AP -5.
It's 3s to wound.
And they were wounded.
Whoa. This is going to hurt. 5.
I don't need to reroll wounds to the Titanic. So
Yeah.
It's actually 2d6 damage each.
10d6 damage.
It's 10d6 damage.
6.
And there's nothing can be done about this. This is a straight up roll.
For the first time, I have waited since this vehicle came out. It's actually done something.
It has done something quite noble, actually. Come on, James.
I love big toys. And I love to kill big toys.
Oh, it's about to bite a big chunk off of this Titan. Oh, it's not bad dice rolling here. It's looking about 30 wounds. Nasty stuff. 8.
38 wounds.
Yeah, 38 wounds. So I think against, in the lore, isn't it, the squadrons of 3 of these go hunting for Titans, don't they? I think.
Do you know what I should have done? I regret it now. But it doesn't really matter now because you would have targeted it anyway. I should have put the Shadow Sword configuration on that one because it's a fully magnetised Super Baneblade.
Right.
But now I can do it Super Shadow Sword.
Have you got any more of these on your painting desk?
I have another 2 more.
I have 2 Baneblades.
So the aim is to have 4 Baneblades in a company.
Yeah. Imagine a squadron of 3 of those.
Yeah.
They would cause trouble. I think the Guard would operate that way. They'd use the smaller weapons to hammer shields, bring shields down, and then sort of snipe out. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Here, it doesn't suffer any penalty to moving and shooting with heavy weapons. So that is a heavy weapon.
Right, so what total are we looking at here for wounds on this thing? With that,
65 left.
it's got 65 wounds left. That is heroic here, and that was Maxfield Knuckles. Remember that name. He's bitten a chunk out of the
A commander
Titan.
of the 501st.
Okay, good shooting from the Guard here. There's still some more options. Do they have enough to bring the Titan down?
Baneblade.
Regular Baneblade here with 12 wounds left. We'll move on to that next. Right, so regular Baneblade, would you believe it? Las Cannon's auto cannon out of range of the Titan, but they'll go here against the Chaos Knight. So it really will be the Baneblade main cannon that will go into the Warlord Titan. So are you in a bracket? I think you are.
Yes,
but that's
I'm in
negated.
fours.
That's negated by overlapping fields of fire. Okay, so back to 4s again.
We can
Okay.
be rolling 1s because I count as remaining stationary.
This is their home. It's games like this where Baneblades. This is where they're meant to be.
Well, it's heavier gear against heavier gear. That's
Yeah.
the doctrine of war, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we're a bit lighter. And we've got no invuln. We've got no void shields.
No, they don't. They are inferior in that regard. But when you field so many, the numbers help. Okay, so what are you firing? The
I
Bane?
fire 2 las cannons.
Okay, it's
into
going after the
knight,
knight.
So I have to get on 5s,
Yes.
which I hit with 1 actually, and 3 to wound, and that's not a wound.
Okay.
I'm going to do the Baneblade cannon now.
Okay. All right, we're sensing James' mood has lifted here. These little tanks of... It's the sound of the guns brings a cheer to his soul.
The sound of guns in the army group.
This is number of shots.
So 11. It's good.
11 shots, this is good. So 11 shots, needing 4s.
4s.
6s would be very useful.
I reroll 1, so the count is remaining stationary.
Okay. That's helped. So what's the
4.
strength on the main battle cannon?
Now, the Baneblade cannon is strength 9.
It is strength 9, okay.
I have 2 auto wounds at AP -3. Each does 3 damage.
This is against the knight, isn't it?
No, this is against
No,
the
this is
Titan.
against the Warlord, yeah.
So these will be hitting.
Trying to wound on
Oh, that's a miss because that is
3, yeah. Trying to wound on 4s.
that's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
alright.
that. So 6 wounds at AP -3,
6 saves at -3.
and each does 3 damage.
Okay, chance to take away some wounds.
5s.
5s are good. Block 2.
That's 12 damage.
That's 12 damage.
Yeah, look right.
It's going to come through, okay. Not too bad. 53
3
wounds left. You've half destroyed it, James. Half destroyed. Okay, so the Super Baneblade las cannons again out of range of the Titan, so they're going to fire across here instead against the Chaos Knight.
It's nice, it's a last bracket, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll be hitting on 5s, so it's
Right.
normally 6s. The lowest bracket.
Because of overlapping fields of fire. Okay, so what are you firing here? Las cannons.
Las cannons.
So you need 6s with the las cannons, right?
Yeah, but 6s will be auto wounding.
Nice. Okay, James is rolling up off camera here. Las cannon shots coming from this. They're out of range of the Titan. They've gone in against here. And what did you get?
I missed. I've
Missed entirely?
3.
Okay, in 6s. And then now it's the
Auto
main
cannon into it as well.
autocannon, yeah.
That is a miss. Good
Okay.
6s because of damage.
Yeah. Now the main Baneblade battle cannon with its shots will need 5s against the Warlord because of overlapping fields of fire.
Load the Baneblade shot.
Number of shots.
Fire!
A good bit of shooting.
Yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Keep that. So that there is
Is that 3d6 shots?
3d6 shots. So that's 14.
14, yeah.
5s, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 5s for hits though.
Yes.
So a load of 6s would be exceptionally useful. None.
None. But
None
I
of
did
them.
re-roll those ones though, brother, because I remain stationary.
Okay.
That's an auto wound, AP -3.
Yeah, and there's plenty of 5s in there.
Pretty good dice roll. I have to respect this commander.
He's doing his
Winston
best.
Atkins' vehicle. His character is piloting a
No, so you're separating that out. It's an auto
separate
wound.
that out, yeah.
So you're looking at.
That's one.
That's it.
Oh,
so you're
yeah.
rolling to wound now. 4s.
4s, yeah, strength 9.
Oh, strength 9.
It is strength 9, right? So the strength's not so high. So 3 in total. 3 5 pluses. And again, straight 3 damage each time.
Yeah.
9 more wounds taken. Dropping down to 44.
Saiji's tank
There's a few CP left, but Longbow's going to let it go through. Yeah, the Titan is it's official now. It is taking a battering here at the hands of the guard. What's this?
Destroyer
Where's that firing?
into the Titan.
It's going into the Titan. Okay, so we'll just angle it there just to make it look realistic. It's a low profile sniping tank hunting
So,
thing.
tank hunter.
Yeah. Right, here it comes. So what have we got with this
This
thing?
thing never wounds, but what a debut it would be if it did damage to the Titan.
Yeah, it's a Titan's vulnerable here, so we'll see what it can do.
Saiji's tank destroyer, range 72.
In range.
Both hit their target and an auto wound, AP minus.
Whoa!
Strength 12. And it's wounded.
Right, what is the minus
AP
on this?
minus 4. So that's 3. So basically 6 plus 2d3 damage.
Hang on.
2 saves 6.
Oh, yeah,
Starts on a
6
2 up.
Yeah.
2 6s require, or as many 6s as possible. Whoa! He's blocked
at least
one.
Wounded. At least it wounded.
Hang on. CP reroll.
Oh.
This will drive James mad if he rolls a 6 here.
Oh.
Damage?
Okay, it's 3 plus d3 damage.
Right, not bad. Oh, and it maxes out as well. Another 6 damage caused. Good contribution from the tank hunter here. 39 wounds left. Yeah, no, correction. 38 points remain. No, these are not James asking about the Predators. These are yet to fire here. There's a lot of las cannon ability available with these Ultramarines Predators.
Do you know what?
Not to give you something to think about, but my Warhound is untouched.
Yeah, yes. Longbow's saying, well, why not have a little shoot at this thing here? Okay, so we're just pausing here because firepower is virtually complete. In fact, the Astra Militarum have completed their firepower. So situation is, this Titan has taken horrific damage. Void shields are down. They'll not come back. 38 wounds remain. James reckons he can't bring it down. He's happy with the damage that's been done. So he's going to switch things up and take these Predators. The Hunter-Killer missiles, all 3 of them from these, will go into the Titan. But the las cannons, you're going to go into the Scout Titan. James gives the nod. That's the decision that's been made.
So we'll do the.
You can do all 3 hunter killers together, but he's on a damage bracket, right?
So I'll do 2 hunter killers separate because they're the same.
Off they go, needing 3s. 2 patrons to be used. James will roll these up separately. So the first one is Paul Cook.
Here we go.
Gold level Patreon. Hunter killer missile.
Hit.
Whole facing 4. Fine. Needing to wound on a
Strength 10.
3 to wound. Nice.
A wound.
Does.
AP minus 2.
4 plus to block. Patreon against Patreon here.
Civil war on the channel. Patrons against patrons.
Just searching through the names and the allegiances to see if there's any chaos.
Right, there we go with Maxwell Knuckles.
Maxfield Knuckles. Okay, 4 plus.
Yes.
Blocked on a 4. Well done. Okay.
This one here.
Scott Costello, this one.
Scott Costello. That is a hit because it's Space Marines.
Yep. 3s to wound. Yes, nice.
AP
So,
minus 2.
another Patreon to be used.
Samuel Pinoneri.
Samuel Pinoneri, here comes the save here. 4 plus required. And blocked again. Patreons to the rescue. Okay. Right, both those hunter killers. The low bracket hunter killer missile.
Get a Patreon.
Patreon for this one as well.
Anyone. I love them all. Even if you're Chaos or Xenos.
Dave Humphries.
Dave Humphries. Come on.
1 use only missiles
4 is a hit.
is a hit. Yeah, -1 because of damage.
Use
Yep.
the same dice.
Yep.
Gifts of the Emperor. And that's a 4.
Well done.
I'm on.
Surely, yep, a Patreon in response.
Marcus Anthony.
It's the Patronic Wars. Marcus Anthony says.
Marcus!
Blocked!
No!
Well done, sir.
Oh dear. James, take 3d6 and roll it on the table just to see the damage that has been blocked. It would have been... Oh! 15 wounds blocked by Patronic helpers. So you've got laser cannons here. So double laser cannon from the damaged one. So 2 shots coming through, needing 4s.
So this is the twin las cannon on the top. Gives it extra damage potential.
Fine, okay, yeah.
Which hits once.
Okay.
And doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
Okay, and then 2 more shots. These are the
4s.
regular sponsons. 4s. That's a 2.
Doesn't
That
wound.
missed anyway, because I got a 3, didn't I? So
Okay.
it failed.
Failed. Right, moving on to the next one. This one here at the front.
So I'm going to do the 2 twin las cannons on the top.
Is he bracketed? Is it the 7 one or is it?
It's the 7.
He's on
yeah,
7.
I did that one there. It would have been missing.
Yeah, this one's alright. He's taking damage, but it's not in the bracket yet.
So I'm going to do the top las cannon. Actually, no. I'm going to do the sponson las cannons first. To
Okay.
knock off the shields. So I'm going to have to do this one at a time. So,
It's got 2 shields left, hasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, so you can do both at the same time. Doesn't
2
matter.
las cannons.
Yep.
It's the sponson ones.
Yeah, 3s.
Tactics.
2
2
hits.
hits. Not Astra Militarum, sadly. 1 wound.
Possible CP reroll. What wound? What toughness is this thing?
Warhound is tough, yes.
I think it's 8. You think it's 8 on yours? Yeah, I think it's going to be 8. So CP reroll for a 3+.
I've got to save my CP, so I'm not going to do it.
James is going to save his CP. Just the one.
8 minus 3.
So it's going to be a 5 up in one save.
Yeah.
Yes, Void Shield inbound save kicking in and
Now
blocked.
the twin lance cannon,
Yeah, twin laser cannon.
which hits,
3s to wound.
which 1 wound comes
CP
through.
reroll?
No.
No, he's not doing
Not
it. Not blocked. CP reroll this one. Both players running low on CP now, so they're going to be more conservative with their rolling. It's going to let it go through.
Damage
D6 damage
on the void shield.
on the voice shield. The
3+.
void shield.
Down to 1.
Okay, CP reroll that one.
No.
Okay, Void Shield remains with 1 shield point left. Double spawn or 2 sponsor laser cannons next, coming in from the next predator.
So 1 at a time.
Yeah, missed. And the next one, this is the very last of the shooting here. Missed. How infuriating.
And
Okay,
twin laser cannon.
twin laser cannon shots. Yeah, 2 hits.
Nothing.
No wounds. That's it. Predators whiffed. Dreadful firepower from them. God. Not often you see that. A triple Predator Annihilator. Minimal impact from them, and firepower is complete for the Imperium.
Now, how many wounds do you have left?
On the Warlord. 38.
38 wounds left with no Void Shield. So it's taken serious damage, but it still remains alive. We are going to see another round of firepower from this thing on Chaos turn 2 here. Early stage of the game, a tremendous amount of firepower of such high caliber has been exchanged. I don't know who's done better.
We did well.
We've done well enough. The shock result across here, losing the Scout Titan. But
Shadow Sword, I respect
Shadow
it.
Sword's unit of the turn, for sure. Devastating amount of damage coming through from that. Good hard work from the Russes, just pounding away at the Void Shields here has also helped to bring those down, has paved the way for the Shadow Sword with its firepower coming through. A lot of guns. Turn 1 comes to an end for both sides. It's early stages here, both sides just pounding away at each other at this point in the battle. We'll move on. We'll head on to the second turn of the game, Forces of Chaos, to make their move next. Alright, so we are on turn 2 for Forces of Chaos. Rhino's advanced. It's leading the charge here. It's the furthest model that is ahead. And almost... No, it has. Yeah, the marker dropped on the board. It has crossed over, and it's gaining points here for the Forces of Chaos. Knights moved across. Scout Titans continuing to push forwards. Knights, or the Warlord Titan at the back here, hasn't moved because there's nowhere really for it to go. There's other stuff in the way. It's not
going into close combat.
No, it could go into combat, but there's some distance here, but it will hold position and continue to fire. Mastodon has moved forwards, Land Raiders moved forwards, Brass Scorpion's moved quick enough, and is lining itself up for a possible charge here into the front rank of demolishers. Morlefina's advanced and the Falchion lining up more shots with that. Still, damage has come through against the forces of chaos, but the potency of their firepower certainly remains. Yeah, there's a bit of movement. Forgot about here. It's way at the back. A Dread Claw has landed with Khorne Berserkers who want to go and...
Skulls for the skull throne!
They want to go and play with the Basilisk crew here if they can get stuck into them. So a threat has arrived. It's like a drop pod, James, with the Space Marines, but one with claws and one that can hover about and attack things. The Chaos version of a drop pod. We're going to shooting here. Choices to make. Plenty of big guns available. Scout Titan's gone, so what do they fire at next? Yeah, right, okay, we're on shooting phase. Correction. So Horus Heresy model. Imperial units can take them. So it's not purely chaos.
There's the Forge World one where the original is a lot bigger, but
Is
that's
it?
a dedicated chaos thing. I don't know what it's called exactly.
You're right, so we've resolved some of the firepower, saving the biggest and the best till last, but as you can see, Baneblade removed. That was firepower from this thing. The shooting weapon on that is vicious. 6 plus D3 damage. Yeah, 2 hits, 2 wounds. AP minus 5, absolutely ridiculous gun on that thing. It comfortably took out the 12 wounds on the Baneblade.
Smaller version of the Terminator.
Yeah, it's an excellent weapon. So good shooting from the Chaos Knight, which has survived well in this game. It's replied by taking out one of the Baneblades, so excellent shooting from that. A couple of wounds came through on the Sentinels from the Brass Scorpion. The Brass Scorpion's firepower also put 6 wounds onto that Russ, that one just over there. And then there's a Russ here that was taken out entirely with firepower that came from the Demolisher Land Raiders 2 twin laser cannons. Yeah, good shooting from that with the new rules for chaos with the +2 damage. Pretty effective. Mastodon has fired as well, not much effect from that. So what remains... Well, it did. Yes, it finished off this Predator here. Ultramarine Predator destroyed. So good damage coming through here against the Space Marines and Guard. So units that remain to shoot. Scout Titan, firing at full capacity. Falchion, and obviously the Warlord Titan as well. Alright, so the next thing to shoot, if you can see it, it's over in the distance over there. It's the Falchion. It's going to fire, counter-fire against the Shadow Sword. So it's all up here. Look at the range across this board. There it is. Sighting equipment lining up here to take on the Shadow Sword. So,
Brace for impact!
so anti-tank shots coming through here.
2 D3 shots.
Number of shots.
Oh, come on.
Snake eyes. CP reroll if ever you need one. It's better, 4 shots.
Hitting on 3s.
Shadow Sword is untouched here. 3 1s and a 3.
I'm going to use 1 point on one of those.
1 CP on one of them.
2 hits.
2 hits come through.
Strength?
Gonna need these wounds.
16.
14.
14. Reese to him.
2 wounds.
2 wounds do go through.
Minus 5.
Okay, I forget.
12 damage.
Straight 12 damage. Okay, virtually half destroying this thing.
16 wounds left.
16 wounds remain.
And the last cannon.
So laser cannon, quad laser cannons are in range. 4 into this and 4 into the one behind.
4 into this one.
Yeah.
1 hit.
3's to wound.
How's the wound?
No.
And the one behind.
Falchion's struggling here. 3's better. 3's to wound. If all these go through, there'll be trouble. Yes, they do. So AP minus 3 becomes AP minus 2. 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. 4 saves of 4 plus.
On.
Lehman Russ. It's quite blockable with the new rules for the guard. But not with that roll. Triple 2 and a 1. 4d6 damage. Again, a good roll will pop a tank. Which it does. 14 wounds. Target destroyed. Does it explode, James? It doesn't. Alright, but Russ destroyed. That was this one here, wasn't it? Okay, so he has gone. Okay, some heavy bolt of firepower came through. That was from the Falchion, but no further damage being caused. So firepower now from the Scout Titan. The Avenger Gatling Cannon, twin, going across here. Vulcan Mega Bolt, sorry, going into the Predator. And then the main gun, Plasma Obliterator.
Yeah, Plasma Destructor.
Destructor is going into the Macarius Vanquisher. So what is this here?
So, Vulcan Mega Bolter into the Predator, hitting on 3s.
Okay. So hitting on 3s.
22 wounds.
22 wounds on the Vanquisher, the Macarius. Okay. So what strength is this?
It is strength 6.
It's strength 6, right, so it's going to be 5 to wound. There's only 6 wounds left on this Predator, so it might be enough to bring it down if the wound roll is good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
At minus 2.
Minus 2. So saves of 4+.
Arm of Contempt.
4 pluses. Ooh, enough to keep it alive. 2 wounds remain. 4 wounds stripped away. Right, Plasma Blast Gun next. Of its firepower, it's been declared into the Macarius Vanquisher.
Number of shots.
Number of shots.
5.
5. It's quite important here. This is there's a closing window of opportunity for firepower. Okay, so here comes the command reroll. So 7. And we're looking for 3s. There's loads of 1s and 2s.
3 1s.
That's 6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Do it. CP reroll yourself out of trouble. CP reroll on 2. Alright, so it transfers into 1 hit. I'll deduct 2 wounds off of this, dropping down to 46. Okay.
3 to wound.
3's to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds make it through.
Minus 4.
4. Okay, armor contempt minus 3. 6 is to block. To try and keep this damage away.
Patrons, please.
Patrons to try and save the day here. It's damage 5 each time, if I understand from the previous.
Drew
Gums is Cadian player.
Canadian player and a supporter on Patreon.
6 up, it's a tough one. Oh, close. And another Imperial helper.
Luke Tringill, another patron on my channel as well.
Here it comes. No. Have to take the damage.
10 damage.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Down to 12.
Right, Warlord Titan firepower's been declared. If this goes according to plan, this will be an absolute killer. So the Vulcan Mega Bolter twin shooting is going to try and just strip off the last wounds from this Predator, and then it's going to go for the triple hit. So the Volcano Cannon is going to go against the Shadow Sword. There's las cannons possibly available, and then the 2 shoulder-mounted turbo laser destructor type weapons will go 1 here and 1 into the Macarius Vanquisher. All quite doable as far as destroying targets. So this is the Vulcan Mega Bolter hitting on 4s because yes, it's dropped into a number of brackets here because of the damage it's taken.
Sorry.
So if you can reduce the guard firepower down significantly enough, there is the hope that maybe with 38 wounds left you could survive next turn.
5.
I don't know, we'll see. Let's try and keep the Warlord alive.
Shall we roll that one?
Cock dice, yeah, go ahead, fine. Alright, so we're looking at
1, 2.
2 saves. So looking for armor contempt, 4s. No.
Destroyed.
It's destroyed unless you CP reroll it to keep the Predator alive. James says no. Does it explode?
Oof.
No. Alright, another Predator gone. Right, here we go. Quake Cannon next into the Shadow Sword here at the back. 16 wounds to try and get through.
You're afraid of it.
3d6 shots. Oh.
This is the number of shots here.
I'm going to CP one of those. It's a 1.
Oh, you have to reroll
It's
both.
the whole lot.
The whole lot.
Yep.
6 plus
I'll take that.
13.
13 shots, okay. 13 shots to come through. This Quake Cannon should finish this thing off quite comfortably.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's a fearful weapon, the size of the thing.
Hitting on 4s. Shoot me. I shoot back.
Oh no, it's horrific. We can see there's the results across there. There's loads of hits
5,
come through.
6, 7. That's 7. 3's to wound.
3's to win.
Jack 14.
Yeah.
Toughness 8.
It's a really good roll.
6.
The AP minus is
Minus
5.
5.
nothing you can do. Damage.
6 each.
Okay, removed. Roll to see if it detonates. If this blows up, it will send shockwaves through the army here. Be careful, James. Caution, brother. Do not detonate. Okay, right. Shadow Sword.
Knuckles.
He's
What a
gone.
hero. Did damage.
Did well. Good shooting.
Death to your full temper.
Chants from Chaos here. Taunts from them. There is that muted stillness returns to the battlefield here. James's buoyant mood being crushed here on the second turn for the forces of Chaos. It could get worse, James. 5 wounds left on the Super Bane Blade.
3d3 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't want to look.
Oh, don't look, James. It's not good.
4s.
4s for hits. Ooh, 2.
2's to wound.
2's to wound.
1 wound.
Got a CP. Have. Oh no, hang on. It might not need to.
Left. He's only got 5 wounds left.
Yes.
Need to, it's dead. Oh, hold on. What's damage on laser shots?
3 plus D3.
3.
AP minus.
3 plus D3.
Minus 4.
It is blockable. Do you want to CP reroll that one to do a good job?
Yes.
You have to.
No!
No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Give me a Patreon.
Give James a Patreon. Any of them.
Schwab.
Tyler Schwab. So what does he need? A 6 would be great.
A single 6 plus.
Keep the Super Bane Blade alive. 5. Are you sure that's it? It's AP minus 4.
Yeah.
It's Armor Contempt. It's AP minus 3. Yeah, it's a 6.
Hold on. Do I command reroll?
A command reroll, James. That is desperation.
You have 5 left.
You have to do it for loyalty here. This is the commander of the sword that he promised that his sword would touch.
Perhaps the explosion
The Warlord.
might make his sword reach.
It might do. It might do.
Let him do it at the feet. Yeah?
Do it.
CP reroll.
I have respect for Phoenix Lords.
Tyler Schwab. No. Does it detonate? Oh no, we're waiting to see if it's destroyed here. 3 plus.
So I need to get a 2 up.
Alright, okay.
5 wounds left. So this is damage D6 plus 3.
Okay.
Yes, it's gone.
No, it's gone. 8 wounds caused.
If you've
Does it
got 6,
explode?
it'd be amazing.
James. Be careful. Oh. James!
What happens
No.
now?
What's going to happen? Is that the thing that's really...
Fuck you with my sword.
Explosion takes place, the sword goes flying and bounces off the armour of the Warlord Titan. James's
Right.
wish has come true. He did get to touch the Titan, but not in the way that he was hoping.
2d6 radius.
Alright, roll your distance.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Dice.
Another explosive eruption occurs in amongst the guard line here. 7 inches. Oh, this is going to be messy. I think the back blast may even...
6.
D6 damage.
D6
Right, so
mortal
it's not as bad as other stuff that explodes. Not as bad as the Titan. Yeah, it's scary.
Take Priest Engine Seer.
Take Priest Engines here. Boldly making repairs.
Dead.
Is dead. Oh dear.
Side use tank.
We'll resolve this damage here. Yeah, that was painful. Dropping down to 8 wounds here. It's dropping down to 7 on this one, 8 on that one, 9 on that one, 11 on that one. So multiple Ross taking damage.
In this game.
God, I'd say so. Some detonations taking place. First, a huge one across here, a massive one across here as well. So good shooting. James's apocalyptic stuff is about to go extinct here.
3d3.
All of his super heavies are gone.
Number of shots.
Number of shots against Macarius. Is that D6?
D3, unfortunately.
Okay, right.
So that's still 9 shots.
9 shots. James.
Get out.
James in agony here.
Oh, that's not very good though. That's only 2 hits.
Oh. Okay.
2's to wound.
2's to wound.
Toughness 8.
Minus 5.
3. Sorry, 4. Big pardon.
6 is to block.
Sorry, yes, minus 4.
2 Patron Blues. For this moment of glory.
James clinging on to try and keep one of his
Nicholas
heavies
Lucas.
alive.
And Peter Allen.
And Peter Elmo. Nicholas Lucas.
Okay.
The Emperor. Oh, that's a 4. That's going to fail.
Peter Almo on this one here, looking for a 6.
Come on, Peter.
Yes! Heroic. Okay, so 1's made it through. What damage is that?
D6 plus 3.
Plus 3. Yeah.
We're going to survive.
5 and 3, 8. Ouch.
That's 4.
4 wounds left of the Macarius. It's in a sorry state, but it still remains alive. Yeah, firepower's virtually complete. Here's 4 laser cannon shots, which do find themselves in range here. That's from the Warlord Titan. Going against this Russ across here, 6 wounds left. See if we can pick off another battle tank here for the Imperial Guard.
Armpit las cannons, baby.
Balls.
It's just 2.
Yeah, just take them back.
And they've missed. That's it. Okay, so firepower complete, I think, for the Forces of Chaos here. What we have now are some possible charges. Roll these up next. All right, charges taking place or not taking place here. Dreadclaw and Berserkers are not charging, didn't roll high enough. And then across here, Brass Scorpion did make it in. Actually gets a 3d6 charge, needed a 10. So good charge distance from that thing. It has made it in. Did take damage from Overwatch, though. It's now on
14 wounds.
14 wounds, 15 wounds left on that thing. Demolishes Overwatched with stratagem, James.
Yeah, defensive gunners.
Defensive gunners, okay. Right, so Brass Scorpion about to fight. It's the crush option that's Longbow's going to go for here. And splitting 3 attacks onto each of the demolishers.
That's one hit first.
3s.
2 hits.
Okay.
Strength 16.
Toughness 8.
Whoa, 2s to wound.
Oh.
Snake Eyes, unbelievable. What would the damage have been on that?
6 pot.
6 a time?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But we've got 3 in the other. It's okay.
3 attacks on the other Russ.
2 hits.
2 hits come through. Right, 2s. Here we go. Take 2.
That's better.
Better. AP minus.
Ooh, lots. Crush minus 4.
Minus 3. 6 is to block on 2 dice. The damage from that thing's fantastic.
Boschcars.
James needs double 6s.
Oh, I got a double 5.
Oh. 12 damage. Gone.
Another patron, I think, is it?
It is, yeah.
Who's that?
That is Tyler.
Tyler
Grizzly.
removed from play. Does he detonate? It's a parting gesture.
No.
No, alright, target removed. Another Rust cut down. So combat's resolved, Rust removed from play, and then it's pushed itself through in that gap, now made contact with this other Demolisher across here. This is very, very significant because there was a triple Demolisher Rust setup across here, ready to move in, get within range of the Titan to lay down some firepower, but all 3 have been disrupted. One's been destroyed and contact made with the other 2. So Brass Scorpion is sort of a disruptive, aggressive type unit that moves ahead of the army, entangles itself in amongst its foe, and that's exactly what it's done. Good work from that. That's Amy Almo, Phoenix Lord, in charge of that one. So good work from the Brass Scorpion in this game, making contact very quickly in this battle. A real thorn in the flesh with its sting in the tail here against the guard. And Space Marine unit. There's not much left of them here at this stage. So far, damage-wise, Chaos are winning. They brought down the majority of the heavy units, which has victory points available for that, and units starting to push nicely across the board to pick up points of progress across the table. Yeah, and these, at the moment, picking up points also for the Forces of Chaos. So good work from them. The big question that I've got is, with the forces that remain for the Guard, do they have enough to bring the Warlord Titan down? If they do not, this game could well be over. So there is big pressure. 38 wounds remain on this beast. Can it be destroyed? Debuting on the channel. A chance for James to bring it down. His firepower has seriously been depleted. He's lost a lot of stuff. So can he do it is the question we shall have to see. Morale, no. Nothing else to calculate. Don't think so. We'll hand over to the Imperial forces next as they try to halt this chaos advance. Turn 2 for the Guard next. Alright, so turn 2 movement here complete for the Imperium. Some encouragements for them. Some reinforcements have arrived and some events have taken place here which are quite significant. So Predator shifted out to the left-hand side. Empty Chimera across here as well. Shifting across here with the tank Destroyer. It's moved up 10 inches to get in range of the Relic of Lost Caddy, which has been activated, and the commander shifted across to here. Chimeras remain stationary, but significantly 2 units of veterans have emerged. Shea Strait's squad here, Lord Commissar with them, and then Ray Cross leading a squad deep into enemy territory, getting his melter team into close range of the Scout Titans, so very useful here from these veterans. Disengaging from combat with the 2 Russes here, the Demolishers. This one shifted out to the left, the other one surged ahead on the right hand side. Scout Sentinels have continued to push forwards as well. Valkyrie Vendetta's turned up and has zoomed across the board to lend some firepower support. Artillery holding position, they'll continue to fire their vital task here of putting some hits and wounds onto the Warlord Titan there in the distance. 2 Stormraven gunships have arrived. Zooming onto the board, just putting the dreadnoughts with them just to mark which one belongs with which. I imagine most of their firepower out of range of targets up ahead will be directed down in this direction against the Khorne Berserkers and the Dread Claw. Across here, Macarius Vanquisher holds position. Russes all across here, pretty much going at half speed just to keep the rate of firepower going with them. And that is about it. So movement's complete. The Guard and their allies will press on in their continued fight against the forces of chaos. What range are you checking, James?
Storm Strike rockets.
Storm Strike. They are now in range, right, of the Titan. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Guard. James just rolled 2 dice. I've got 2 6s. This is the Earthshaker cannons. They're now going to bombard the Warlord Titan.
Commence firing. Fire!
2 auto wounds. That's 3 auto wounds and a hit. And that's a wound. AP minus 3. Your strength? Strength 9.
Yeah, strength 9. 4 saves to make here. So, Longbow predicts that the Warlord will be brought down. He's turning to Patreons here. There's the last few of them that remain. Carry Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King. In desperation, Longbow turns to the Necrons for help. 5+ to block. Yes. He's got a good habit of rolling really well. 3 more to go. Serg? Yep, go ahead.
How much saves?
You've got 3 more left.
3 more left, yeah. No. Damage of D3.
D3.
Okay, James will,
Spend 2 command points to do overlapping fields of fire.
James will play that, yes.
D3 damage. 3 damage.
3 wounds. Nice. Dropping down to 35 wounds left. And there's 2 more
2
saves.
more saves, AP minus 3.
Of 5+. There's 1 Patreon left.
No, we're saving.
That's been saved, okay. Right. Blocked 1. Another D3. 2 more wounds. Dropping down to 33 wounds left.
Right.
Almost 3/4 destroyed. Second Earthshaker. Load and fire. Coordinates. Coordinates are in. Number of shots.
4.
James will take the 4. 4s. Reroll 1s.
3s. Overlapping fields
Because
of fire.
overlapping fields of fire, how useful.
3 hits.
Trying to
plus
wound.
one to hit. That's a wound.
2 wounds to make, or 2 saves to make now.
2 saves. AP minus 3.
5+. No, 2d3 damage. Another 4. Dropping down to 29 wounds left. James is going to fire again, the 3rd Basilisk to shoot. So good having this artillery at the back here for the Guard.
10 shot.
Ignoring the Khorne Berserkers, sticking to their orders.
5 shots. 3s. 2 auto wounds. A reroll.
This is good shooting.
Ones.
Basilisk, good work.
All hit. And 1. No.
No extra wounds, just 2.
2 wounds. AP minus 3.
5+ to block. Blocked both, 6 of 5. Okay.
Bolts, heavy bolted.
Just off camera, heavy bolters from all 3 of these have fired across and taken out 3 of the Khorne Berserkers. Firepower's continued across here. The Dreadclaw's gone. That was multi-melter, las cannon firepower coming through. Hurricane bolters did no extra damage. Plasma, twin plasma took out another one of these. There's 4 of them left now for the Khorne Berserkers. So Ultramarines covering them pretty good. So heavy bolter from here, no damage. It's just been fired, but the main rocket will shoot at all the way over here.
I know.
It can go after the Titan. Alright, Manticore's firepower has been resolved. It actually went against the Land Raider across here and did very well. It's caused 9 wounds, so dropping down to 7 on the Chaos Land Raider. Alright, so further firepower coming in. Valkyrie Vendettas shots went across, just chipped off 1 wound from the Mauler Fiend. Firepower down here, nothing from this coming through against the Knight. Predator caused in total 6 wounds against the Chaos Knight, so still 13 wounds remain on that thing. So we've done a lot of the outside firepower. There's this lot across here to resolve. Just capturing the shooting as it happens here. Yes, the Brass Scorpion's about to go. Snake Eyes, oh dear.
2d6 plus 4.
She's going to go. Gone, Brass Scorpion's gone.
Explodes.
Blows up on a 5. Oh. Okay, that's firepower from this Melter Demolisher across here. Yeah, this one at the back. Excellent shooting. It's actually stripped all the wounds away from the Brass Scorpion. It goes, doesn't explode. There's further good news has come through here from this. It got 2 hits and 2 wounds against the Warlord Titan. It caused 10 wounds. It's rarely seen in our games, and it's been quite high impact from this thing in the battle. So good shooting there from the Tank Destroyer. Okay, laser cannons from here fired, no further damage coming through from them. So they all missed against the Warlord Titan. How many rushes have you got left to shoot across here, James?
This one's fired.
Yes.
It's just the rest of them I'm going to shoot.
You've got 3 more rushes available. Okay, we'll press on. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's plenty of them. Okay.
They're disengaged from combat.
Yeah. Macarius Vanquisher to fire against the Warlord Titan, which is now 19 wounds left. It teeters on the brink of destruction here. It's trying to hit on 5s though, not easy.
Easy enough.
Double 6. That's ridiculous, James. What's the wound roll? 3 plus?
16.
Wow. 3s.
I'm going to do a command reroll.
Command reroll, absolutely. Yeah, here it comes. James has 1 CP left after this.
Yeah.
Yes.
80 minus 4.
6s.
6 to block, 2 dice. Big roll. No.
18 damage.
What?
18 damage.
Straight 9 each. That's fantastic. The Macarius Vanquisher. 1 wound left on the Titan. Who will bring it down?
Do you know what? Is it worth doing a reroll?
I would say it. Oh, for 1 CP.
Yeah.
Oh man, go for it.
4.
No. Warlord Titan's about to go. We reckon we're getting the vibe now that, can you believe it, the Astra Militarum.
You can check it on the Warhammer app. I'm not lying.
Damage 9.
Damage 9. And it's 2 Vanquisher cannons.
Accuracy is the problem, right? But what you're negating it with the stratagem, overlapping fields of fire, it's a massive help. So we're getting the vibe now that the Imperium are shifting this game around, swinging it in their favour. Chaos do have stuff left on the board, but this Titan's about to fall, it's about to go. There may well have been some viewers that when they saw this thing was taking part in the game, they switched off and says, no, there's no point watching it. The Titan will dominate the table. It has dominated, its firepower's been deadly, but like a swarm of wasps here, the guard have stung this thing to the point of death here in this game. It's been interesting, very interesting exchange of firepower between both these forces, but the Imperium may start to tip the game in their favour. There's still firepower to come. The battle rages here. We are capturing the apocalyptic nature of this fight. Infantry insignificant, vehicles insignificant here. This is the battle of the Titans. Right, so we're going to go to a Patreon here. Adam Holmes in a prime position to make an impact. 1 laser cannon shot to try and finish off the Titan, and then a multi-melter shots and demolisher cannon all in range of the Lucas Brown Scout Titan. Laser cannon shot.
I'm going to do it last.
Oh, he's going to leave it. Okay.
Right. Time to strip some void shields from the other Titan. So multi-melters hitting on 4s.
Okay, here it comes.
Are you Chaos?
Oh, yes.
That means I get to re-roll failed hit rolls against
Because
Chaos.
of the Relic of Lost Cadia.
So only 3 hits.
How could you miss?
Strength is 8.
Toughness 8.
Force to wound.
Oh.
Re-roll failed wound rolls because of the Relic of Lost Cadia against Chaos. No. So 2 at AP minus 4.
Do these separately because it's rituals.
Void shields, right, okay, here it comes.
First one.
It's important rolls here.
Yes.
Yes.
Passed on a 6.
One. No.
So it's D6 damage.
Straight damage. Okay, here it comes.
So void shield.
Void shield down. Okay, one void shield remains. Demolish a cannon next. It could strip the void shields away.
2d6 shots. I've got 1 CP left. Never mind. 4 shots because of grind advance.
Yes. James turning the turrets. Aye!
We've.
Missed.
Rerolls.
It's your last one.
This is vengeance for Cadia here.
Sorry. Yes, of course.
Relic of Lost Cadia.
Helps a little.
Strength 10.
Reroll the wound.
The chaos keyword.
Relic's so useful. Oh, to make it through. One at a time. Void shield to hold or not. No.
How many CP? And the next one is going to be what's the minus?
AP minus 3.
Well, roll damage first to see if you actually bring that shield down.
Oh, yes.
D6.
Yeah, D6. No.
Not gone. And I will
CP
spend command
reroll.
to reroll.
Fair enough. Yeah, here it comes.
Burnt my last CP.
That's it, all out.
Everyone's out of CP.
I have 1 Patreon to help Adam Holmes win glory.
Got it. Just about. Void shield down. Shields are down. All firepower now directed against this target.
Now the minus for the armour. So it's AP minus 3. So I did 2 wounds, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
I'll do a save.
It's now got a normal save to make now.
5 plus.
Yes.
5 plus to block.
Yes.
Blocked. Okay, but void shields are down.
And now,
The moment of glory.
Guardsman, Specialist Guardsman in Adam Holmes' tank. With no CP to back me up. I just want natural dice rolling. Okay. Now,
So James using the Patreon here. Dylan Moore.
Dylan Moore. I've saved this dice and it's the last Patreon on the Striking Scorpion 82 channel. Moment of history and glory.
4s.
Freeze.
Because of, yes. Got it.
The Emperor. I hit.
Oh, he's got the 3. Force to wound.
Force to wound. Rerolling.
He's got it on a
Yes.
6.
Come on.
5 plus to block. 5 plus to live. 5 plus for glory.
What's this on? This is on the
Titan.
Titan. 5. He's got the 5. He's blocked it. Oh, his armour holds. Hold it. Yes, it is 5. It starts on 2 up. Okay, that's okay. Right, okay. Titan survives.
3 on.
Right, it's the Raycross melter gun team here. They've snuck forwards. The shields are down. And now they're about to let loose with their melter gun shots.
I think they're in 12.
They're on 12. They are. Yes. No, they're fine. They're in 12. This is 3 melters, all within 6. George
Whittle.
Yeah, George Whittle, first of all, with his
The
single
Emperor.
shot.
3s.
Reroll.
Rerolling because of the Relic of Lost Cadia. 3 is a hit.
Gets his hit.
Strength 8. 4s. Wounded. AP minus 4.
6 up. There's danger here.
Ooh.
D6 plus 2.
Plus 2 damage. And that's 7 damage.
Oh, glory. Drops down to 39. That is so useful. Okay, 39 wounds left.
Melters.
Yeah, and 2 anonymous guardsmen here with their melters needing 3s.
They're not guardsmen. They are veterans.
Veterans,
Guardsmen.
right, yes.
Rerolling because of the Relic of Lost Cadia. They both hit their mark.
Forced to wound. This is a significant
Rerolling.
attack here. This is Raycross's squad.
AP minus 4.
6 is to block. This is a big roll. No. 2d6 plus 4 damage. Oh! 14 wounds. The Raycross squad has caused 21 damage against the Scout Titan. What complete heroes they are. Sergeant Cross leads his men to glory. Yeah, one more wound came through. It was actually an auto wound which was then fouled on a 1. That came from Raycross's las pistols. So another wound caused dropping down to 24 on the Scout Titan. The rest of the squad has fired, but no extra wounds coming through. Another wound coming through from the squad here, rapid firing, as they're getting reroll hits and wounds here. This is helping them. Another save has been fouled, with a 1 being rolled. That's from las guns from the other veteran squad. So dropping down to 23 wounds left. So this is Shea Straight's squad.
Sergeant Steele.
Canadian Sergeant Steele. Okay, so we've got named multi-melter.
Multi-melter.
Sorry, melter gun shots here. So the first guardsman steps up to the mark. It is It's Patrick Darling.
Trick Darling.
3+.
Guardsman today. He hits the mark.
It's a chance with our Apocalypse games and the Patreon system. It's a chance for the little people to make a big difference.
It's the little people that make big things.
This is Patrick's hit here, and we're just re-rolling a wound, which has failed. Oh, it's too tough. Next is Drew Gums.
Yep.
Melter gun.
Reroll.
Missed. Come on, Guardsman. Gets his hit.
Wound.
Oh, incredible. AP -4. 6+ to block. No. D6 damage from Drew Gums. 5 wounds caused. Dropping down to 18 wounds left. Guard veteran squad. Heroics from them. Using melters to high effect. Last melter gun is Anthony Leach here to make his contribution. Misses. Reroll. Gets his hit. And it's an auto wound again. 6+ to block.
No.
Total heroics here from the Guardsman. Damage 3. Dropping down to 15 wounds left on this thing. If both these Titans fall, it could be game over here. We'll keep rolling, but high impact here from the Astra Militarum, veteran infantry squads. Right, so main turret gun from this Russ across here is going to try and take down the Titan. Las cannon shot and heavy bolters to go into the Scout Titan.
Las cannon. Hit.
Hit and wound. No. Relic of Lost Cadia here for wounds. Does
wounds, toughness 8.
on this one? Yes, it is.
No.
Not saved. D6 damage from this guard tank. 4 wounds taken. Oh no, dropping down to 11 wounds left.
Heavy bolters. -1.
3 wounds have come through from heavy bolters.
2 go through.
2 go through. That's 4 damage. Oh no. This is 7 wounds left on the Scout Titan. It's going to go. And then the main battle cannon is going into the Warlord Titan.
We have no CP left.
2d6 shots.
Control. 2d6 shots.
11. The humble Lehman Russ here to save the day. Okay, firepower here. Sensing a surge from the guard. This is the number of shots. It's all ridiculously re-rollable for the Relic of Lost Cadia. It's like the ultimate revenge relic being used here by the guard against their hated foe.
Because of the doctrine and stratagem.
Yep, 3 to hit, yep.
Auto
Okay.
wound.
Yep.
Should we just do the auto wound?
Take the auto wound, -2, so you're looking at 4+.
Cavalry.
It's gone. No kind of re-rolls available. CPs have been burnt up.
Uh-oh.
What does it blow up on?
And that.
No. It's debuted on the channel. James.
Glory for Cadia! We come, sir! It's no longer coming down! Hoorah!
Everything in 15 inches will take 2d6 mortal wounds.
Oh no.
Hello, boys!
I'm back! James.
Right, so.
Oh man, yeah, we'll work out the damage here. Oh no, be careful.
Yeah.
How much mortal wounds?
2d6.
Oh no, 7 wounds left.
Yeah, let me double check.
Oh no, this could be horrific. Yeah, correction here. Yeah, it's an extra D. No, it's 19-inch radius here for this detonation.
Smaller fiend escapes. Land Raider. Mastodon.
Oh no, it's virtually the whole army is caught in the blast.
And
We just want to see this roll.
so that's 3d6 mortal wounds on the wall.
3d6?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure?
Double check it.
We'll double check this. This is significant here, what you've seen. It's debuted on the channel in spectacular fashion. 7.
7.
7 wounds left. It's dead. Does that blow up? No. Okay, we'll stop there, but there could be other explosions. We've just the Scout Titan's gone. We've just seen something spectacular. We've seen 7,500 points worth of stuff brought down. Vaporized. Mastodon.
Takes 18.
18 wounds on a 666. The Titan must have fallen into it.
Land Raider.
Land Raider.
Takes-
Gone. 12
Does
wounds.
that explode?
No, but that could be removed from play. It's gone.
5 terminates inside.
Oh no.
Models slain.
One's to lose models.
One.
Slain, okay, but the others will clamber out. The Falchion.
Falchion.
Oh, he's maxing out here. 15 wounds caused on that. The mortal wounds are horrific. Right, so that Land Raider's been removed. That's the Michael Fryer Phoenix Lord there removed from play. I think that's just, that has killed the game off here. We'll continue to dish out the mortal wounds. We've got this to remove from play as well. But, oh boy, the damage has been done. What a way to bring this game to a conclusion here. The Titan has fallen, not only fallen, but it's detonated in the centre of this ruined city here. A great cheer erupts from the Astra Militarum tank commanders. They emerge from their hatches, cheering and applauding. What relief for them as the great Titan comes crashing down.
Forward for Cadia, and for the Emperor, attack!
And wait, James, in great emotion, one of the tank crew gets out, picks up the severed arm of that super main blade and says, I will take that sword and I will touch the hull there of
there's no hole
that. Oh no, there isn't. Okay.
There's a hole in the floor.
There's just pieces left of both armies here. The sheer level of destruction has been on a level that we've never witnessed on the channel before. The biggest model ever on the channel, the biggest explosion ever on the channel, and the greatest one-shot kill that I think we've ever seen on the channel as well. So we've broken some records here in spectacular fashion, but the Guard have reason to rejoice. Air covers turned up here. They cheer to see the Ultramarines in the sky, and they also have great cause to rejoice as the hated Warlord Titan for the forces of chaos not only comes crashing down, but detonates in spectacular fashion, and in that explosion takes out a Scout Titan as well. Epic stuff here in this fight. All right, so we were going to press on with the game, but really we have reached a satisfactory conclusion here. I don't think there's any way that the forces of chaos can prevail here against the Guard. Remember, there's 4 Vindicators still to flank. They're probably going to turn up across here. Their firepower will finish off whatever's left. There's 13 wounds left on this thing. There's still Guard firepower remaining from some rushes across the other side. There's about 6 rushes still to shoot for the Guard. There's a Mauler Fiend over there. This Mastodon has now dropped down to not many wounds left at all, and the Falchion's taken significant damage. Both vehicles pretty much half destroyed. We haven't quite removed the model yet from play for the Warlord Titan, but this battle is finished. So if this game continues on, Guard forces would continue to push forwards. The flanking force would help capture areas across here to pick up further points, and the amount of damage that's been done here as well. Now both sides have taken exceptionally heavy damage. James really just has regular tanks left. The super heavies all removed from play. Scout Titan gone. But the same for Chaos. They've been battered almost into oblivion here by the sheer firepower from the Guard. So well done, James. It's been an absolute roller coaster ride watching James's mood in this game. It started off buoyant, then Chaos went first. James's mood plummeted. It was like a stock market crash for James's mood. But then it picked up, then it went down again, and then it picked up, and now it's at its ultimate height. Having prevailed against the arch enemy of the Imperium, which is
They had discipline
the
today.
Heretic Astartes.
Yes, discipline.
Yeah, good coordination of firepower from both sides. Target
Lots of rerolls.
and loads of rerolls. Yeah, that came in useful for sure. So points here, it is a clear victory for the Guard, but as we've said already, casualties are high on both sides. Damage has been some of the most catastrophic that we've ever witnessed on the channel, both with shooting and damage that's been done, but also obviously with these explosions on both sides. Remember, detonations did take place for the Astra Militarum as well. All right, so we're talking about units of the game for both sides. There's plenty of contenders, so there's a good number of honourable mentions to make. So what is your decision, James, for your... It's a tough choice. So for the Guard, James is going to give it to the Macarius Vanquisher. Firepower from that was excellent. The 9 damage weapon, if it can get those hits and wounds, is incredibly good. And we've seen that happen in the games. It's good shooting from that. So Macarius Vanquisher, fantastic model from Forge World as well. So it's a rare vehicle.
Absolutely, it's more rare than Bane Blades.
Right, okay. It's great to see it in games. Chance for James to use it in his battles here, and it's performed very well in this game. Honourable mention to the Liam Russes as well. Good firepower from them. It's just spread out across multiple vehicles. They're so hard to deal with. You can bring a number of them down, but they just keep shooting the numbers of them. This is mobile gun platforms, very effective for the Guard. And then honourable mention to the Basilisks at the back. Their artillery firepower. Yeah, the coordinated, decent firepower from them, just to see them from one turn to the next, taking on the Titans, helping to strip away void shields, and starting to cause damage on targets as well. So good shooting from them. But it does go to the Macarius Vanquisher here for the Astra Militarum. For the forces of Chaos, just a mention to the Rhino, it did survive the game. And managed to push further forwards than any other Chaos unit, which is completely bizarre. Brass Scorpion got further, but isn't there anymore, so he's done well to survive thus far. Falchion, honourable mention to that for the sheer amount of damage that it caused against the Super Baneblade. Devastating firepower came from that. Excellent shooting from this thing here, this weapon. It was dangerous enough as well. But Longbow's going to give it to the Warlord Titan, where you saw some devastating firepower from that thing. It fired at multiple targets, but it didn't reduce the effectiveness of it. It was excellent. Obviously, the Scout Titan succumbed on turn 1 to its firepower. The Quake Cannon, a weapon to be feared for sure. That's units of the game for both sides. So I'll also call out patrons now at the end of the game at silver level, so they get names shouted out at the end of all of our games. That's Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Marcus Olsen, William Schwarz, William Ross Caldwell, and Peter Goodall. So big thanks to them for their support at silver level. To join the Guard, to help fight irregular battle reports and also the apocalyptic games, you can head over to James's channel and join his Patreon page or become a channel member. And you can also, when you become a patron, become part of James's Ultramarines force as well. And you get to do heroic deeds, such as Ray Cross's Melter-Gun team across there, helping to cause significant damage against the Chaos Scout Titan. Heroes of all shapes and sizes here in this game, some big, some small, but
heroes are made, not born.
Yes, and some heroes have been made today for sure. Right, so Longbow says to give an honourable mention to the Berserkers, a little bit isolated now at the back here for them, but 4 of them have survived. They were looking forward to making some charges across the board, but other events of greater scale have dictated that the game has come to an end at this point. So this game has been enjoyable. Trimming down armies is one of the key things for Apocalypse. So if you're able to, it depends on the theme of the game that you're playing, but to really celebrate the bigger stuff, we trim down on things like infantry. So there's some infantry in the game just to keep that flavour and keep the scale of it going, but the masses of infantry and hordes can really bog a game of Apocalypse down, so we strip that down, and it means you're able to put your focus onto things like the vehicles, and also things like the Titans and so on. It means the game has moved at quite a good pace, and we've not got stuck on the smaller details, so it's been a good flow to the battle here, and it means that we're able to put more emphasis on the larger and more significant units. Big thanks to LongbowBB for taking part, a fantastic collection that he has of Forge World models. Big thanks to him for helping us to debut the Warlord Titan in this game, and for us to do a Chaos Apocalypse battle, which hasn't happened on the channel for years. So great to see Chaos here in 10,000 points of strength to take on their hated foe, the Astra Militarum, and also the Space Marines. Alright, so that's the battle. Do keep a lookout for more Apocalypse games on the channel and check out the ones that have already been played. But in this particular fight, the forces of Chaos were intimidating enough, but James met them with a mechanised force of tanks and managed to overwhelm them in spectacular fashion. But one Chaos force destroyed, no doubt there are others to take on. The war rages, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.